Good evening and welcome to Patriots Stadium for the first round of the North 1 Group 4 state playoffs between the Wayne Hills Patriots and the Roxbury Gales. We're about 9 days late, but we finally made it here for the opening round of the state playoffs here at Wayne Hills High School. I'm John Vittas alongside Dylan Orenking. A lot of controversy over the last week plus here at Wayne Hills. A couple players ruled ineligible. They fought it, they've won the appeal, and here we are ready for the first round with the matchup we anticipated. Wayne Hills against Roxbury, the 1 seed against the 8. Things got shuffled around a little bit through all the controversy, but they push everything back a week, and here we are a week plus later than expected, but a beautiful Sunday afternoon. By some definition, it's true football weather, 40 degrees, blustery. We might even see a little bit of snow before the day comes to an end. But the playoffs are here, Dylan. You've been around this Wayne Hills football program. You've been around the school the past week plus with all the rumors swirling and the ineligibility ruling over a week ago, kicking Wayne Hills out of the playoffs. They've been able to get back into it. We'll leave all the details aside, but with all of that happening, what has the vibe been like around the school amongst the players that they're finally back in? What do you expect to see from them today, and what's been going on the last week at school?
Well, going on the last week of school, it's really been just a real anger that's been going around. You know, there's been a sit-in, there was a conference going on in the and the principal came in and she had to explain everything that was going on to us. And along that, it's just been a growing anger. And when we finally found out that we were getting back in, what I'm expecting from these players now is to show why we belong to be here, why we are the number 1 seed, why we went 8-1, only losing to a team in Florida, and why we deserve to be here against Roxbury right now.
A lot of motivation today for Wayne Hills, trying to really fight all the critics. They weren't the only ones that had to deal with this. It was the parents, it was the town. A lot of people had to deal with the controversy of getting kicked out of the playoffs and now being allowed to get back in. It has to light a fire under this team. We're just minutes away from kickoff, and you know that there's a lot of headbanging going on in that locker room right now, saying we finally have the opportunity to get back to the state finals where they lost a year ago and where this Wayne Hills team hasn't been the last few years like they used to under Chris Olson. So they're kind of going for some redemption this season to get back there and maybe bring home the title like they used to in years past. Now, talking specifics in today's game, Roxbury is a 500 team. They run a tricky wing T offense, which is the triple option threat that you see from college programs like Navy and Georgia Tech. So it's something different that the Wayne Hills defense is going to have to deal with today. When you go up against an offense like that, or there's 3 running backs in the backfield, how do you defend something like that? Because it's much different than what Wayne Hills saw in their last game against Irvington, a team that spread the ball out.
Well, the way to deal with a 3-back situation is to immediately classify what kind of back they are. The real difference between 3 backs is that one's going to be a speed, one's going to be balance, and the other one's going to be power. What every team needs to do very early on in playing these kinds of teams is to determine which one of the backs is them and how often they're going in. If I was to take a guess, the balanced running back is going to stay in the most, and he's probably going to have the most carries. Next is going to be the speed back because of the just pure speed power and just being able to get off with the ball as quick as possible. And then it's probably going to be the power back within the 20 in the red zone, probably getting the more touchdowns but less of the yardage.
3 players with over 40 carries for Roxbury, so they will spread the ball around as far as the carries go. Now, from the Wayne Hills side, they're a team that's rolled with 4 or 5 defensive backs at times this year. We probably won't see as much of that today. What adjustments do you make from a strategy standpoint if you're Wayne Hills?
Well, so far throughout the season, we've seen them run 4 3s and 3 4s. The difference is that with a 3-4, you have 4 linebackers, and with a 4-3, you probably would have 3 linebackers, or you could play 3 linebackers and have a 4th one on the end playing defensive end, which is creative and can easily be adjusted to a 3-4. What we'll probably see today is more of a 5-2 with all those backs that you said, which means that there will probably be 3 defensive linemen, a defensive tackle, and 2 defensive ends, followed by linebackers on beside both of those defensive ends, and then with 2 linebackers in the middle and 2 cornerbacks covering.
So everybody's going to have to keep their head on a swivel, and those defensive backs may have to come in and help wrap things up when there's all kinds of misdirection going on. As far as reading the defense, on Roxbury's side, who are they looking at? Is it the defensive end on those triple options, trying to decide whether to give it to the dive down low or to cut it outside and go for the conventional option? What is Roxbury looking at in Wayne Hills' front, which, like you said, will be a little different than what they saw on film?
Well, going into Wayne Hills' front, those front three and front four have been solid all season. They've got sacks, they've got forced fumbles, tackles behind the line of scrimmage. I mean, this defensive front has been solid all season. So to be able to determine that is going to be very hard, but once they finally find that right backer to break through the line, it'll be much easier for them.
So Kai Sally, Jason Modak, the defensive ends for Wayne Hills, going to be a very important part in stopping this Roxbury offense. Now flipping it over to the other side, this Wayne Hills offense has been one of the best in the state all year long. The big guns will be in there. No secret the Hayek brothers were the players in question as far as being eligible. They will play in the playoffs. They are the top two receivers on Wayne Hills. Who do you think today has a big game offensively for the Patriots?
Big game offensively right now, I'm going to straight up say it's going to be the wide receivers. First of all, you have Evidence Njoku, who's definitely going to start at that number one wide receiver. He's strong, he's tall, he's got great hands. But not only that, you have both Hayek brothers, Tyler and Hunter, coming in at wide receiver 2 and wide receiver 3, which, as you said before, they were part of the controversy, and definitely for them, they're going to have the most anger out of the whole school. They're going to want to go out and prove why they deserve to be at this school and why they were playing so well. And on top of that, they're going to want to shut down all of the critics that have been saying that they don't even deserve to be playing at all.
Well, they are here and they are playing, and we're expecting a really tough game today from Roxbury. They're a team that's motivated as well, getting a chance to go up against the number one seed. We're going to meet the guys in the booth right now. Frankie Terranova is upstairs along with Brandon Brogan and Matt Klarberg. Guys, I know you're fired up for this one as well. 9 days late, but finally ready to go for the playoffs. Guys, take it away.
Thanks, John and Dylan. We've been waiting for this all week. These two teams met earlier in the season in a 42-35 thriller. A really great game. Some would say that it wasn't a great game taking care of the ball by Wayne Hills with 5 lost fumbles. But Brendan DeVera did have one of the greatest games of his career during that game. Matt, what are your thoughts on that game?
You know, I'm pretty sure that was one of our first games this season, our first away game, actually. So we did a good job against them. Last year, I'm pretty sure we lost against them into a big game. But this year, we're coming back hot, and right now we're looking for our first win to go into the semifinals next week against whoever it will be.
Yeah, our defense is doing a great job all season, really limiting teams. But Roxbury wasn't really our greatest game, allowing 35 points. I look for the defense to really come out with a vengeance, to really limit the points that they get. Like John talked about, with the type of defense they run, they're going to have to, the type of offense that Roxbury runs, the defense is going to have to be able to adjust. Brandon, what are your thoughts on the whole situation with the Hayeks?
Well, you know, I expect to see a lot of energy and a lot of focus from all three of the Hayek brothers tonight. You know, last time they played Roxbury, Jaron Hayek having the winning touchdown, I think that that's going to be a flashback for him, especially with all the stuff that's been going on this week. They're definitely going to be motivated to prove everybody wrong, show them what they're made of, so I expect to see a great performance from all three of them tonight.
Yeah, in school, it's been, like Dylan said, it was crazy all week waiting for an answer. We ended up not getting one until 5 o'clock on Tuesday. Real nail-biter the entire time. Like we talked about the sit-in, it was definitely a crazy experience here at Hills. But the Wayne Hills Patriots haven't played since November 4th. So something they're going to have to do is really stay warm and be able to do what they've been doing all season, finishing the year 8-1 with their only loss down in Florida to a great team, Pahokee. So it's the start of the Wayne Hills state playoffs, North 1 Group 4 here, and we'll send it back to John Vittas on the sideline.
Thanks, guys. Some really good analysis up there by you. We are finally just minutes away from the North 1 Group 4 state playoffs. Teams heading back down from the locker room right now. I don't know if you can tell, but it's pretty cold down here. This is by far the coldest weather we've had for any game this season. I'm not sure if you can see it on your screen, but there is a little bit of sleet coming down right now. We're in the low 40s. It's blustery. That's going to be a factor at some point today. I don't know if Wayne Hills takes the ball out of Brendan DeVera's hands a little bit, just because the passing game, the deep passing game, might be a little bit harder to come by on a day like this, but we'll have to see. This is football weather, and we're just minutes away from kickoff. Again, 9 days too late, but still here and ready to go. Wayne Hills in the state playoffs. We're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, it's going to be kickoff and lineups as well as the national anthem. Wayne Hills, Roxbury coming up next.
Double back. The minute you start driving like 20 miles an hour, like this. They coming. Coming out? Yeah, they're like halfway. The other team too. No? I don't know. They're coming. I don't know if you want to know. Do you want to know if they're coming? They're halfway here.
Yeah, they got a bagpipe.
Oh, really? Yes, they do. You're right, yeah. Right in the front. I didn't even see that. Yeah. Alex losing? I know. Yeah, they must. It's not really must win, but they should. Just win it. Like get 57 wins. You know. Yeah. Because no, mine because they were 2 minutes to the half at that time. You're way ahead. I don't know. On the TV, we went slow-mo. Yeah, I was watching it Friday night.
What's up, Fred? Good, man. Yeah, he broke his arm. Valley game, cheap shot. Got hit way away from the whistle. That kid's gonna do it. You say that? What did you say?
And good afternoon once again, ladies and gentlemen. Let us now introduce the Wayne Hills starting defensive lineup. At defensive end, number 57, Jason Modak, number 57. At defensive tackle, number 65, Danny Musa, number 65. At defensive tackle, number 69, Omar Stokable, number 69. At defensive end, number 54, Kai Sally, number 54. The linebackers, number 7, Brendan DeVera, number 7. Number 53, Tyler Costello, number 53. Number 63, Mike Sacco, number 63. Number 2, Hunter Goldberg, number 2. At cornerback, number 19, Tyler Hayek, number 19. At cornerback, number 5, Don DiCarlo, number 5. At safety, number 11, Jaron Hayek, number 11. And at safety, number 18, Hunter Hayek, number 18. And let's welcome the rest of the Patriots squad. Ladies and gentlemen, we ask that you now please rise as we honor America with the playing of our national anthem by the Wayne Hills Patriot Marching Band.
All right, we're here at Patriots Stadium, minutes before kickoff. The Wayne Hills Patriots are ready. The Roxbury Gales are ready. We're ready here in the booth, looking at a great game. Brandon, you told me that you talked to Coach Demikoff and a couple of the players. What did you learn?
Well, you know, I talked to Coach Demikoff earlier, talked to him about today's game, asked him if he had any worries or concerns. He said, no, we are Wayne Hills. We will go on the field and do as we do every week. Whether or not being concerned, past events occurring this week not being concerned. Also, I talked to Scott Fishgrund earlier today. Told me that up front, Roxbury looking very good, but he thinks that Wayne Hills definitely has the upper hand up front. And I also spoke to JoJo Mongelli. He'll be starting tonight. Luca Grave is questionable for today. Not sure if he will get any playing time, but JoJo is starting, and he seemed very confident today.
If we could see the playoff bracket, this thing has changed multiple times because of the issue that Wayne Hills has had with the NJSIAA. Today we're seeing Wayne Hills versus Roxbury, and then on Friday, all three of these parts of the bracket played. West Morris beat Fairlawn, Wayne Valley beat Morris Knowles, and the big upset, Randolph beat Irvington 13-12. Really a great game. But the big talk is after what happened between Wayne Hills and Wayne Valley after their game, which is why this whole fiasco actually happened. People are realizing that Valley and Hills could be seeing each other in the state final in MetLife. Wayne Valley beating Morris Knowles, I believe, 32-14. So, Matt, what are your thoughts so far on this bracket?
So, obviously, we're talking about, Frankie, the upset between Irvington and Randolph is huge. A 7 seed beat the 2 seed, which is not something you see all the time. And that is a team that 2 weeks ago we pretty much manhandled in a huge lead. I don't remember the exact score. But they were one of the contenders that if Wayne Hills makes it to the state championship, that is a team that we would play. So now say Wayne Hills does make it to the state championship. Wayne Hills, Wayne Valley is a possibility, which is a huge rival, in-town rivalry. Everyone in the town knows about it. And whenever we play them, it's all hyped up and everyone's ready to play, and the whole town is into it.
Yeah, definitely. The atmosphere when Wayne Hills plays Wayne Valley is crazy. Just imagine what it's going to be like in that stadium of MetLife down in East Rutherford. But Roxbury also hasn't really beaten any major teams. Their best game against a major team was actually against us, where they scored 35 points. Otherwise, they were manhandled. They lost to Sparta 42-0. They lost to, I believe, Fairlawn 35-0. They have not done anything spectacular against big teams. So it should be really interesting to see what they do in this state tournament. Maybe they do pull up the upset, but not really looking likely for the Gales in today's game, as Wayne Hill's just way too dominant on each side of the ball. So Bentsy's setting up for the kick, and the Roxbury Gales are getting set.
Talking about Benty Polgar a little bit, he's a major athlete, weighing in about 6'3" at 300 pounds, one of the biggest players on the team. It's a really good asset to have next year. He's only a sophomore, so next 2 years we'll have him on offensive line. I believe he does defensive line too, and kickoff, so he's a great asset to have for this team.
Yeah, especially with his size. Tucker Vobel and Michael Rooms back to receive the kick.
Betsy Polgar will kick off for the Patriots.
And the state playoff has started for the Wayne Hills Patriots. Rooms takes it at about the 10, finds room, and gets taken down at around the 25-yard line. Good starting position for the Roxbury Gales.
Good tackle there by Chris Ruby, getting back after an injury 2 weeks ago.
You know, that's a good job right there by the young player, Anthony Puntalillo. We tend to hear his name every week, especially on special teams. Really fired up player, loves to get down to the field and make big plays. He's doing a great job of that so far today.
Yeah, a lot of players start their Wayne Hills career at special teams, like players like Scott Fishgren, who as a sophomore would always do special teams, and now he's at the starting spot at center. So for the first snap of the North 1 Group 4 playoff game here at Patriots Stadium, it's a handoff to number 7, Tucker Vobel, and he's stopped for about a 1-yard gain to the 26-yard line.
And you know, that's something important that we like to see from Wayne Hills today. Big defensive line, major players, Danny Musa, Jason Modak having outstanding games. Kai Sally, one of the faster guys on defensive end, doing a very good job. Let's see if they can keep doing that for the rest of the game.
You know, on such a cold day like today, you expect to see a lot of plays like that because passing is not as easy as it would be on another day because it's hard to get a good grip on such a cold day with the ball. So you're going to see a lot of rushing and a lot of short gains with this defensive Patriots.
It's another handoff to Michael Rooms, and he is taken down for maybe an inch or two in gain, so they're still at the 26-yard line. Quarterback Donovan Brady has not thrown a pass yet, but we did see in warm-ups that Brennan DeVera did struggle throwing the football, either overthrew or underthrew, but he was able to adjust eventually, but he's going to have to get that down to be able for Demikoff to trust him to make those types of passes.
So a big third down play seems to be about 3rd and 7. It'll be interesting to see what Roxbury does here, pass or run. Frankie, what are you thinking?
I think pass. He's going to have to show that he trusts his quarterback to make a play. 7 yards, especially with this defense, and he does go for the read option, and they hand it off, and he's eaten up by the defensive line of Wayne Hills. So a quick 3 and out for the Roxbury Gales, something they really can't afford. They need to take advantage of every possession against this Wayne Hills defense.
Yeah, great stuff right there by the Patriots. Danny Musa's in for the first hit that got it all going. Then the whole defense was in for a big quick block. So 3 and out now with the punt. Let's see what Jaron Hayek in the back has to do.
Jaron Hayek, one of the 3 Hayek brothers that caused this whole fiasco. Him, Tyler, and Hunter all looking for vengeance.
And you know, a new player we see on the field right now, Dario Cerny, getting time as a quarterback. Very aggressive player, very big kid, strong legs. Let's see what he could do on the defensive front.
And the punt from Michael Rumes. Short punt, Jaron Hayek gets it on the run. Has some room and is taken down at about the 48-yard line on the Patriots side. On the Roxbury side of the field.
So now Wayne Hills in good field positioning on the Roxbury side. Let's just see what they have to do. I'm pretty sure Jojo Mangelli is starting today because Luca Grave is still injured. So let's see what he has to do for this Wayne Hills offense.
And you know, I talked to Coach Johnson earlier today, and I asked him about Luca Grave and his injury, and he did say Luca was questionable. He is able to play, but only if they need him. They don't want to overuse him before the big games.
So no one in the backfield, but it's a handoff to Tyler Hayek. He finds room, and he gets to about the 41-yard line. A great play by the Wayne Hills Patriots.
Good rush right there by Tyler Hayek on the move. He gets about 5-6 yards. So right now Wayne Hills, another good field positioning. Right now, Jojo Mangelli is coming in at the back, so let's see what they have to do with him now. Maybe they'll give him a rush, get a quick first down.
So 2nd and 3rd for the Wayne Hills Patriots. So far, all we've seen is 4 run plays from this entire game. No passes yet. Roxbury did run the read option, but decided to hand off the ball. And DeVera will take it himself at the 38-yard line and gets eaten up. Then the ball falls out. Hunter Hayek picks it up, and the Wayne Hills Patriots will lose a yard or 2 after that fumble. Luckily, the ball took a great bounce right into Hunter Hayek's hands. That could have been very bad for the Wayne Hills Patriots.
You know what? That right there is not something that Brendan DeVera does a lot. One of the first times I've ever seen him fumble the ball, so the reason for that is obviously because of the weather. It's very hard to get a good grip on the ball in this type of cold weather because the ball is very hard.
And that is one of the few very good improvements we've seen from Brendan DeVera over the last 2 years. Last year, had a lot of fumbles, wasn't doing too well holding on to the ball. This year, doing very well holding on to the ball and had a very good running game.
So Anthony Cuso, number 6 in the backfield. So let me point out is that DeVera's only fumble lost was against the Roxbury Gales. And they get to the backfield quickly, going for DeVera. Throws to Jaron Hayek, but the pass is short as DeVera was on the run. Jaron could not adjust to the pass.
He did have Jaron open over there, but he left it short. So a tough pass there for Brennan, but now he's going to line up for a punt. Let's give Roxbury back the ball. Hopefully they'll get within the 10 or 20. So his punts have been very good this year, about 55 yards on some. So he does a great job doing that as well as quarterback.
So on 4th and 5, Brennan DeVera looks to punt. The return man is coming in. They will not be returning the ball. They'll hope that it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Short punt. Jaron Hayek looks to get it before it goes out, and he does. They will be getting it at the 4-yard line. A great punt and a great read by Jaron Hayek.
You know, the ball was rolling into the end zone, but Jaron was able to get his hand and swat it out to pass to his brother to catch it there over there. So great job and a good punt by Brendan.
Yeah, that's a great play that demonstrates the agility of Jaron Hayek right there, diving in the end zone to save the ball, becoming a touchback. So Wayne Hills will have great defensive field position.
Yeah, exactly. We're going to send it really quick to John Vittas on the sideline.
Hey guys, appreciate it. It is cold down here, and if you guys can't tell by the play selection and that fumble, it's going to be a major factor throughout this game. The wind is coming down hard, and what you guys said about the hard football is a big factor. Brendan DeVera did not get a good grip on that throw. He had Hayek wide open here in the flat and just couldn't get it to him.
So Roxbury does run the ball and doesn't look like they make any yards on it, so they will be staying at the 4-yard line. Yeah, John, the hardness of the football really affects not only how you throw it, but catching it and also just holding on to it, as we saw, was easily popped out of Brendan DeVera's hands.
And that's why I was surprised when you guys said that Wayne Demikoff was going to stick to what's been working all season, because you do have to make adjustments when the weather is like this. And Brendan already has shown that it's not a usual day throwing the football. So I'm interested to see if they adjust the playbook at all, because this might be the kind of day where you want to ride his legs.
Well, we've only seen one pass play so far today, so they have definitely made the adjustments. Roxbury looks deep to number 2, but it bounces on the ground. Tyshawn Bradley couldn't bring it in.
Really good job of the pass rush on that play. The quarterback was just able to get it off, but it was a little let up short, so unable to be caught. Third down, let's see what Roxbury has to do. They're at about the 3-yard line, I believe, so I don't think maybe they'll go for a pass here, but if it's no good, then they'll just punt, and Wayne Hills will still be in good field positioning.
Wayne Hills needs a big stop here. Their punter did not look like he had a strong leg, so their punt could actually leave them in still field goal position. Donovan Brady hands it off, but he's eaten up by the defensive line of the Wayne Hills Patriots, taken down at around the 7-yard line. So yet another 3-and-out for the Roxbury Gales. This is not looking good for Roxbury, but it's still a 0-0 game. But this should be definitely a very interesting game. I think weather's playing a huge factor right now, as DeVera is limited on the passes he could get.
Yeah, I agree with you totally, Frankie. The weather is a huge factor in every part of the play. Defense, offense, passing is extremely hard. Catching the ball is just as hard. I mean, it doesn't get talked about a lot, but rushing, when you get hit in this kind of weather, it does not feel good. It's something that not a lot of running backs look forward to getting hit in.
Michael Rumas, number 16, a punt. It's a short one, lands at around the 36-yard line. Jaron Hayek decides not to pick it up and is downed at around the 37-yard line.
You see Jaron Hayek faking out a few of the Roxbury players there. Had kids diving on the ball.
So Wayne Hills will take over at around the 39-yard line, actually, on the Roxbury side.
So good field positioning here for Patriots. A few first downs, maybe one first down, and they'll be in field goal positioning for Dario Cerny. So let's see what they could do coming up in this second drive of the game for Wayne Hills.
No one in the backfield. Tyler Hayek comes across. They do not hand it off to him. And they have evidence to Njoku deep. And a touchdown for the Wayne Hills Patriots. A 39-yard touchdown pass. The weather did not look like a factor there, as evidence got right behind the defensive backs.
Yeah, he was wide open on that play. There was no one even within 30 yards of him. So an easy play there for Evidence Njoku with his, I believe, 8th touchdown of the season, coming in after a slow start. Doing a great job this past 4 or 5 games, so good job by Evidence there.
Evidence really coming up big, as he had 4 touchdown drops against the Roxbury Gales. So definitely making up for it. Brandon?
And you see Evidence really has that true wide receiver build. About 6'4", 195 pounds. That's NFL size for a couple of receivers, and he's doing a really good job. They're also using his speed to get past the defense.
And the extra point from Dario Cerny is good right through the uprights. Dario Cerny continues to dominate with the extra point, only having, I believe, 1 or 2 misses on the season.
Yeah, Brandon, just to comment a little about what you were saying, Evidence is committed to University of Miami, a place where his brother is a starting wide receiver there, one of the best players on that wide receiving team. So he's one of the players that might be able to go to the NFL in the next few seasons. So Evidence is looking to follow in his brother's footsteps.
Yeah, David Njoku, actually a tight end in Miami, number 84. I believe he's ranked as a top 5 tight end in the entire college realm. So definitely great things coming out of the Njoku family.
And we don't talk about him a lot, but they also have a younger brother, Charles, who's a sophomore, I believe, who starts for JV but does not get a lot of varsity playing time. But next year, I believe we'll be seeing a lot of him for the varsity team.
Well, with the receivers we have here at Hills, with the Hayeks, Evidence, definitely there's not a whole lot of room for anyone else.
Yeah, next year, we talk about this a lot. It'll be a big loss to lose all these talented seniors, but we also have younger siblings who will follow in their footsteps. We have Tyler DeVera, Jaron Hayek, Charles Njoku, and a bunch of other talented players that will lead this team to victory next year.
A good road ahead for the Patriots, but right now they're focused on winning this game and this season as they look to get a ring back. Their last ring was back in 2011 as the football keeps falling. So Wayne Hills will have a holder, and that'll be Jaron Hayek.
And, you know, one of the things I like to see, Dario Cerny making that extra point. Pulled his groin earlier in the week, said he was questionable, but I like to see that he came back with a strong recovery.
Tucker Vogel and Michael Rumes deep. They decide to kick to Michael Rumes. On the return, he picks it up at about the 7-yard line. Gets through, gets to the 25 again, and Bensi Polgar, the kicker, lays him out, and the fan section is going crazy over that one.
And, you know, that's what you love to see right there. 300-pound kid getting his nose into the chest of the returner and completely just taking him out of the game.
You know,
Great job by Bensi Polgar right
sorry
there.
to interrupt you, Brandon, but I would hate to be that receiver right there, being run out by all 6'3", 300 pounds of Bensi Polgar. So great job done by him to get down there and make a huge hit.
Bensi for Hills right now is only a special teams player, but he looks to probably become a force on the defensive side of the ball next year and years to come.
Still can't get over that play. Just unbelievable for a kicker to make that play.
It's not something you see at the high level, but talented player Bensi is that he's able to make that play.
And flags fly out. Offsides by the Roxbury Gales. So they'll move 5 yards back. It'll be 1st and 15 for the Gales. Wayne Hill's defense has a real good shot here at shutting them down, hoping for their 3rd straight 3 and out.
1st and 15 at the 20.
This is bad field positioning here for Roxbury offense, but a good job by the Wayne Hills defense to be able to push them back on offside. So Wayne Hills is looking to get another huge stop here to make it so that 3 and out, get good field positioning starting next.
Donovan Brady under center, hands it off to number 12, Anthony Perkis. Gets about 2 yards on the carry. Oh, my bad. That was Justin Werder, number 22.
It's all right, Frankie. We all make mistakes sometimes. Besides for me, I'm perfect. No, just kidding, guys.
Roxbury actually kind of has to be perfect today, as Wayne Hills, like we talked about, is dominant. They can't afford those types of penalties.
So now Roxbury lining up 2nd and about 12 yards, or 11. So Wayne Hill's looking for a big stop here, 2nd down.
Donovan Brady looks to hand it off, decides to pass, looks for number 7, and it's short, just in front of Tucker Vogel. So a 3rd and long here again for the Roxbury Gales, unable to get yards.
And you see pressure in the backfield by number 53, Tyler Costello. First year playing football, stepping up big, starting on the defensive end. Played freshman year, but stopped after that. Doing a very good job. Like to see the pressure in the backfield there by him.
Tyler Costello has been a huge part for this Wayne Hills defense all year long. Like Brandon said, second year playing football in his high school career. Freshman year he played, then he stopped sophomore, junior year. He decided to come back, and he's been a huge threat on the defensive side for Wayne Hills Patriots.
Donovan Brady under center, looks to hand it off, and they decide, and they do hand it off to Michael Rooms. So it'll be 4th and 12 for the Gales. So another great 3 and out for the Wayne Hills Patriots. That defensive line has been great so far. With the weather being what it is, we are seeing a lot of handoffs, and the Wayne Hills defensive line is taking absolute advantage of that.
Penalty marker is down. Dead ball foul against the Patriots.
So we have a penalty flag, and I believe that'll be an automatic 1st down for the Roxbury Gales.
Not quite sure what happened on that last play. Must have been away from the football, and that's oftentimes you see those personal foul penalties when things are going on, little scrums, away from the ball, away from where the play is happening.
Had to be a holding. Roxbury moved up now 15 yards. It was either a holding or a personal foul. Not quite sure here.
Yeah, probably would have been a personal foul. It was called a couple minutes after the play, so you don't know what happened there. Maybe we'll get some word by John Vittas later what happened.
Donovan Brady hands it off to Michael Rumes, and he gets about a yard. So Roxbury down at their own 41 with a great penalty on 3rd down that puts them in decent field position, the farthest they've been the entire game.
So now let's a little bit talk about the Wayne Hills defense doing a great job so far. You know, they got 2 times when Roxbury had to punt, but right there the personal foul made it so that they got a 1st down. But overall, great job done by Wayne Hills defense, stuffing the Roxbury rushing.
Donovan Brady continuously working out of center. And a handoff to number 32, Joey Bagley. And the ball came out. Wayne Hills is saying they have it. Roxbury's walking off the field, and they have recovered the football.
Great job right there by the Wayne Hills defense. Forced fumble and recovery.
Looks like Mike Zaccone might have knocked that one out.
On the fumble recovery for the Patriots.
Good job there by Mike Zaccone, who's a huge threat for this Wayne Hills offense and defense. Been on the starting lineup for past 2 years. His dad's a special team coach, I believe. So he's been a huge player for this Wayne Hills team past 2 years, and he's showing his athleticism and talent right now.
Yeah, Mike Zaccone, two-sport athlete, also a baseball player as well as a football player, and he's been excelling at both of those. So DeVera in shotgun, Luca Grave in motion, a screen pass. No, he decides to throw to Hunter Hayek with a diving catch, and he stopped at about the 32-yard line.
And that will be good for a first down.
So Wayne Hills moves the chains at Roxbury's 32-yard line. Last time they were within the 30, they threw a great pass to Evidence Njoku.
Let's see what the Wayne Hills offense has in store right here. They put Luca Grave in the back right now, so maybe they'll give a handoff to him for his first play of the game.
DeVera in shotgun again. No handoff. Look for the pass they did to Evidence earlier, this time to Tyler Hayek, and he's in the end zone. Touchdown to Tyler Hayek. A great throw by Brendan DeVera, an even better catch by Hayek.
And you know, as I said earlier, Frankie, definitely expect to see a big game by the Hayek brothers. Catch by Hunter to get the first down, and a touchdown pass to Tyler. Doing a great job. Definitely have a lot of energy and focus, as I said earlier in the day.
It is really cold here. Brendan DeVera has just thrown two 30-plus yard touchdown passes. That is incredible by Brendan DeVera. It is so hard to throw in these kind of conditions.
That just shows his true talent, athleticism, and also by Tyler Hayek. A really good job done by turning around and getting the pass. It was not an easy catch there, especially with this weather factoring in. It was over his head. He turned, got it with his hands. So good job by him. Make it 14-0 Wayne Hills.
And the extra point by Dario Cerny is good. And that's also a good thing to see on a cold day. Very hard to kick, especially field goals. And also hard to hold. That was a good job by Jaron Hayek holding the ball.
So Dario 2 for 2. And Brendan DeVera on 30-plus yard passes, actually 20-plus yard passes is the actual stat, is 2 for 2 on the day. So great to see, especially Demikov is probably excited about this, especially with the way their defense is playing. Roxbury right now just needs to make sure this game doesn't get out of hand before the end of the first quarter.
So now Bentsy's going to line up for his third kickoff of the game. Maybe he'll have another big hit here. You don't never know with this talent.
Well, I'm sure a lot of the fans are hoping for, as they were extremely happy after that one.
And you know, I'm excited to see what's going to happen on this kickoff after the last one. Benty Polgar definitely fired up after that last huge hit. Let's see if he does it again on this one.
The other kicking receivers for the Roxbury is going to watch out for that big man. He's a big target, and you never know when he's coming for you. So they're going to be looking out for him so they don't get pancaked.
Twice they've kicked to Michael Rumes. And it looks like this time it'll go to Tucker Vogel, who gets it at around the 13, takes to about the 25, and this is their longest return of the day, getting stopped at around the 30-yard line.
And you know, Tucker Vogel not doing a great job returning the football today. Great job by Wayne Hills' defensive front, but he does have some of the best hair I've ever seen, so good job there by Tucker Vogel.
So Roxbury still has not crossed the 50-yard line all game. They've remained on their half. Donovan Brady, quarterback, looks to make something happen here for the Roxbury Gales. A touchdown would be optimal for their situation right now. And a pass to number 7, Tucker Vogel. Hunter Hayek almost came up with the interception. Smart by Tucker Vogel to, instead of going for the ball, decided to just make sure Hunter Hayek was not coming down with that. A lot of the fans calling for a flag as he did wrap his hands around his neck. Did not look safe there.
Either way, no flag called. A good job by Hunter Hayek getting in there, swatting the ball down, almost getting interception.
So Donovan Brady's pass is incomplete. They face 2nd and 10 at their own 40-yard line. In motion is Michael Rumes, but Donovan Brady decides to take it himself up the gut, gets about 3 to 4 yards.
And again, we see a 3rd and long situation for Roxbury. So not too many pass plays today by Roxbury. I believe that one to Tucker Vogel was one of the first. Very unsuccessful. Oh, sorry, 2 passes today that I've seen. Both incomplete. So what do you think, Frank? You think they're going to stick to the run game again on 3rd down? Or you think they're going to pass this time?
Well, right now they're 0 for on 3rd down, and I believe every single time they've ran the ball. I think they do have to switch it up. After that pass, it looked like miscommunication between Donovan Brady and Tucker Vogel. I think they're going to have to pass here. One man in the backfield. And I believe a timeout was called by the Roxbury Gales. So this is a big 3rd down for them, because if they end up punting, this game could be 21-0 going into only the 2nd quarter.
So maybe this game we'll see another blowout like we've seen in the past few weeks. Wayne Hills blowing out Irvington and a lot of other games this year. So after a 45-32 victory, a 42-35 victory, sorry about that, Wayne Hills is looking for a big win here going into the state semifinals next week if they do end up winning.
I think they're almost forced to have to dominate these teams, because guys like Luca Gravi are on the bench injured. They do not want to use them. They want to avoid them as much as possible, and I think with a huge lead, that'll definitely give them the rest that they need. Roxbury's coach probably deciding whether he should pass or run, like we talked about, because the running game just has not worked for them.
So here we go on 3rd and 6. Interesting to see what Roxbury will do here. And I predict a pass as well, Frankie.
Same formation as they had before. Donovan Brady in the shotgun, looks to pass. It's a screen to number 2, and he is stopped at around the 35-yard line. So they do not get the 1st down. It is yet another 3 and out, I believe, for the Roxbury Gales.
Good job by Brennan DeVera on this stuff. He leads the team in tackles as well as the quarterback, who is one of our best players on the team. So he's a huge player who will be going to University of New Hampshire next year as a linebacker.
And Tyshawn Bradley with the run there. Seemed to have some room to run, but good job by Brendan DeVera closing that play and making sure that he got tackled before he got the 1st down.
16, Michael Rumes.
So Michael Rumes to punt, Jaron Hayek to receive. Michael Rumes has not had very good punts today. Let's see if he could adjust. Oh, wow. That is lands at the 46-yard line and goes out of bounds at, I believe, the 49 of the Wayne Hills Patriots side of the ball. This is what we're talking about, the weather. It is so hard to kick the ball, but that one is almost unexcusable.
And you know, that looked more like a pass than a punt, Frankie. I don't know what was going on there, but did have the spiral that he was looking for, but not the distance or the height.
Definitely didn't want to give Jaron Hayek the opportunity to even run the ball, I guess.
So now Wayne Hills lining up a good field positioning once again about the 50-yard line. So they're going to look for another touchdown here.
And a flag is thrown by the Roxbury side referee. I believe it's an offside. So the Patriots will move back 5 yards.
1st and 15.
They are at their now own 45-yard line. Number 18, Hunter Hayek, in motion on that play. DeVera in the shotgun formation, and it's a handoff to Hunter Hayek. Gets a couple yards and is pushed out at around the 48-yard line.
Hunter Hayek on the carry. Tucker Vogel on the tackle for the Gales.
So now Wayne Hill is 2nd down, and I believe about 9. They're going to go. I think they'll go for a pass here. They've had a couple of big passes past few times. So let's see what they have in store for this next set.
So Tucker Vogel on the tackle. And it looks like the Wayne Hills Patriots are being moved back yet again. Another flag was thrown. Wow, some of these flags, I did not even see a ref signal a flag or anything.
And I've never heard of an 18-yard penalty, but apparently that exists because that's what they just said.
Wow. All right. So the Wayne Hills Patriots are at their own 38-yard line. So it's a 1st and 22 for the Patriots. They got a lot of ground to cover.
You know, this Wayne Hills offense is such a threat. You never know what they're able to do. So I wouldn't be surprised if you see a deep pass to any of the receivers for a first down, even a touchdown. You never know.
Still confused by that 18-yard penalty.
Definitely an odd situation here from the refs. Brennan DeVera, number 4, gets into the backfield, trying to find room, gets away, but he's eaten up by 2 other Roxbury defenders. Too many guys got into the backfield way too fast for Brennan DeVera to do anything. So they'll be actually getting a yard out of that.
And not very good pass protection right there by the Wayne Hills front. Didn't have a lot of time to throw. Did shake one defender, but couldn't shake them all. Was eventually brought down. So expect to see a better job this play by the offensive line. Sorry.
Brennan DeVera did have Luca Grave on a screen, but decided not to pass. Didn't really have a whole lot of time to react, though, as number 4, Andy Axelson, got to the backfield. Brennan DeVera in shotgun, looks to pass, and has to throw short, as yet again, Roxbury is getting to the backfield. That time, Paul Shadle hurried Brennan DeVera.
Yeah, this offensive line for Wayne Hills is not looking to be doing a good job right now. I'm not sure what's happening, but players are just getting right through. Maybe there's a blitz that Wayne Hills is not used to, but something's going on that needs to be taken care of for this Wayne Hills offense.
So it's 3rd and 22 here for the Wayne Hills Patriots at their own 39-yard line.
Sorry, Frankie.
Sorry, they're just going to need to cover some ground here so that Brennan DeVera's punt, or maybe they get to the first down, but that's a lot to ask for, especially with these weather conditions.
About 13 seconds left on the clock. This will probably be the last play in the quarter. So Wayne Hills 14, Roxbury 0. Let's see what they have here.
And they look to pass deep. All their wide receivers coming out. Man in the backfield, Brennan DeVera throws it away. So with 6 seconds left on the clock, Brennan DeVera is going to need to get this kick high and far.
And we've seen that Brennan DeVera is very able to do that, getting punts of upwards 45 yards. So he does a great job of getting that. So looks to be another intentional grounding penalty called. So they're going even farther back. About 25-yard penalties on this one drive, which might be a little bit questionable, but let's see what Brennan DeVera has here with the big punt in store.
Yeah, I was just about to say there was no one on that side of the field where he threw it. So they penalized him for that. Brennan DeVera here to punt. It is 4th and extremely long. Needs to get this kick as high as he can. And a good kick from Brennan DeVera, but it goes out of bounds at the 40 with time expiring. So that's the end of the first quarter. Wayne Hills Patriots 14 and the Roxbury Gales 0. We'll send it down to John Vittas and Dylan Oren King down on the sideline.
Thank you, Frankie. Appreciate it. Joined here with Dylan Oren King. 1 quarter in the books. Patriots up a couple of touchdowns. Dylan, before the game, we talked about defending the triple option of Roxbury, and so far, the Patriots have done a great job completely snuffing that out. What's been the key for them?
Well, the key for them right now is by using an unpredictable defense. Right now, they've actually been running a 4-3 with a blitzing linebacker, instantly creating a 5-2, but they could blitz from either side with a different linebacker every single time. And with that unpredictability, the running game almost gets shut down.
And that blitzing linebacker kind of disrupts the flow of the triple option, right? It kind of slows them down a little bit, forces them to try and get lateral.
Absolutely. At this point, their only choice for using a blitzing linebacker is to predict which side is going to blitz and then looking for an opening, which they did at one point with a very good screen pass, but even then, they still get shut down.
And on the flip side, what's the biggest reason for this Wayne Hills outburst? Couple touchdowns in the first quarter.
Well, the biggest reason for this Wayne Hills offense doing great things is because of Roxbury's defense doing terrible things. They've tried to push down the wide receivers, tried to hold them in their spots, and right now, playing a man defense against these wide receivers isn't working. And it showed with Evidence Njoku getting an early touchdown, and then Tyler Hayek getting an early touchdown.
Wayne Hills a huge advantage in the punting game as well. Second quarter coming up right now. Guys, back to you.
Thanks, John and Dylan. So we're back here in the booth, joined by Brandon Brogan with the start. By Jared Pohl and Brandon Brogan at the start of the second quarter. Roxbury ran the ball and got about a 2-yard gain.
Gain of 3, 2nd and 7.
2nd and 7 for the Roxbury Gales here.
And something we've been seeing quite often from this Roxbury team the short runs, not getting a lot of yards. Maybe we need to switch it up a little bit and start passing the ball, see what they could do, because run game is very unsuccessful against this Wayne Hills defense.
This defensive line has really limited the rushing game for the Roxbury Gales, forcing them to pass, and that's not something that Roxbury's looking forward to with this weather. Number 9, Donovan Brady, looks to pass, takes it himself, and gets about a yard or two, landing it around the 45-yard line.
Donovan Brady on the keeper, stopped by number 5.
Good coverage there by the Wayne Hills secondary, making sure that nobody was open, forcing Donovan Brady to run the ball on that play.
So 3rd and 5 for the Roxbury Gales. Their best third down situation here all day. Here they may decide to run the ball, but I think their biggest run was about 4 yards, so that wouldn't even get them there today. They'll probably be forced to pass again. And there's a timeout called by Roxbury, their second of the half. So they only have one left of the game. I mean, in the half, not the game.
It's all right, Frankie. As Matt said, everybody makes mistakes, except for him, because he's perfect.
Exactly.
The Irish character. I just looked it up on Wikipedia. Somebody of Irish Gaelic descent.
The Gales really haven't been able to get anything going in the passing game so far this game, right?
Well, definitely, Jared. I mean, you saw 2 or 3 passes, all incomplete, but mostly running from the Roxbury offense so far. I mean, proportionately, almost no passing from them. And that's what I was saying before. They should probably switch it up a little bit, see what they could do, see if they do have a chance with the ball in the air.
So Roxbury's coach talked to his players, probably talking about what they need to do and what they need to focus on, as the Wayne Hills defensive line is getting into the backfield way too fast to pass, and they're way too strong up front to really run the ball, really limiting this Roxbury offense. Donovan Brady in shotgun, looks to pass, gets it off a quick pass to number 7, Tyler Vobel, and he fights for a first down. And it looks like where they're spotting it, they will be able to get a first down.
And if so, that is the first down for Roxbury today, coming early in the second quarter, and the first complete pass as well. So maybe what we see here is Roxbury does switch up the offense a little bit and start to throw the ball, a little more faith in their quarterback and their receivers.
Yeah, that quick pass is something we haven't seen all day from Roxbury. Really only waiting because of the defensive backs, really tight coverage, but Tyler Vobel was able to get away from his defender. So it's a handoff to number 32, Joey Bagley, and he gets about 2 yards.
And Roxbury still looking unsuccessful with the run game.
Number 32, Joey Badgley on the carry.
So they are finally on the other side of the field, getting to the Patriots' 48-yard line.
Gain of 3, 2nd and 7.
So this is where you expect your big players and your important players to do stuff up front. We got players like Jason, Danny Moose, the very big guys, doing very well so far this game, stopping the run. And also the secondary doing very well on the passing, but here we see Roxbury starting to switch it up a little bit, so not quite sure what to expect. Maybe see a little bit of pass rush from the defensive line.
Donovan Brady back under center. Thomas Rumes in motion. Donovan Brady back to pass. Looks deep. Tyler Vobel, but it's overthrown, and Hunter Hayek can't get there for the interception. Really tight coverage there by Tyler Hayek.
And a far pass, but well overthrown.
Tyler Hayek on the coverage.
Hunter Hayek, one of the fastest guys in New Jersey, as he holds a couple of track records, which is what his sport is in the offseason.
Him and his brother.
Yeah.
Tyler also holds a few records for track. More long distance, though. Hunter more short distance.
Yes.
So very mixed variety as we see from our wide receivers, even the 2 brothers, which is always a good thing.
Definitely. Major athletes on the Wayne Hills defensive side. Donovan Brady under center. Looks to pass on 3rd and 7. Looks for Tyler Vobel, but he is eaten up at around the 47-yard line. Jason Modak with the sack, the junior.
And you know exactly what I was talking about there. Great athlete, 3-sport athlete, Jason Modak. Field making a play on the pass rush. Exactly what I like to see. Excels in all of his sports, and as you can see, excels on the field for football.
Yeah, that's his 9th sack on the season. He's definitely in the backfield almost, it seems like, every single play. He's definitely a special athlete.
Definitely a special player that Wayne Hills has. Loves to get in the backfield and make big. Great job by Jason Modak on that last play.
So 4th and 13 for the Gales. Last time we saw Rumes punt, it was not pretty. Let's see if he could adjust. And he does. Actually, very good punt to Jaron Hayek. Picks it up, but he steps out at the 10-yard line. Actually, they'll give it to him at around the 11.
Definitely a better punt than that last one we saw. Last punt looked like a screen pass. This one actually looking like a punt. So good job there by the Roxbury punter.
Michael Rumes gets about a 40-yard punt there on a line drive. Wayne Hills will be getting it at their own 11-yard line. Brennan DeVera in the gun. I can't really read the number, but it looks like Luca Grave was in the backfield, not Jojo Mangelli. Brendan DeVera gets away, pushes through, and with 2 guys hanging on his legs, finally is taken down by Michael Rumes. Looks like around a 14-yard run for Brendan DeVera.
And, you know, that's where his size really helps him in high school football. Not many big players like Brendan, but he's huge, especially for a quarterback, and he can drag players through just to get the first down, pushes through quite often to get the first down and make big plays.
Brendan DeVera carrying 2 guys on that play before he was taken down. Looks to pass, doesn't find Evidence, looks deep to 83, and he does get him at the 45-yard line. Evidence looks for opening, but can't get it as he is taken down by number 7, Tucker Volbel. And there's a flag on the field, face mask on the offense. So that'll bring the play back.
And even with the penalty, great job by Brendan DeVera. They're finding the window, very small window, and Evidence making a good play there catching the ball. Unfortunately called back by a penalty.
Yeah, Evidence having a really great game so far, and that's really what you want to hear from a team that's in the playoffs. I mean, they're going to really have to rely on him and their other receivers to make big plays throughout the playoffs.
You know, especially a receiver that you have going to a big D1 school like Miami, big player doing a great job today. Hopefully can get them out of this penalty and get them the first down.
So Wayne Hills is at their own, looks like 8-yard line. They were pushed back far after that face mask call. Looks like they're going to have to pass here. 1st and 10, well, 1st and actually like 20 for the Patriots. And Brendan DeVera takes it himself, tries pushing through, cannot be taken down. About 5 different guys touched him on that one, and he just would not go down, getting to about the 18-yard line.
And Brendan DeVera, good job there, minimizing the amount of yards that they need to get the first down. Still more than 10 yards, 2nd and long situation. Hopefully a pass here from Wayne Hills can get them that first down.
Looks about 2nd and 17 for the Patriots. Definitely doable with their high-powered offense. Guys like Luca Grave averaging 7 yards a carry. Brendan DeVera having so many long passes today, even though that one to Evidence doesn't count, but he had 3 so far if that would count.
And, you know, I'm glad you bring that up, Frankie. High-powered offense. I'd like to see Luca Grave playing. Was deemed questionable, but is playing right now.
So they get to the backfield quick. Brendan DeVera looks to roll, and he has a pass to Evidence Njoku, but he cannot reel it in. Tight coverage by number 2, Tyshawn Bradley. So it'll be 3rd and 16 for the Patriots.
And Tyler Hayek unhappy there, looking for a flag. It did seem that Roxbury defense hanging on to Evidence a little bit.
Looks like he was kind of all over him on that one. Great job, though, by the Roxbury defense to get in the backfield as quickly as they did, forcing DeVera to roll right. So back-to-back drives where the Wayne Hills Patriots face a 3rd and long. Penalties have been really killer for the Patriots these last 2 possessions, causing that 4th and like 30-something yards, and now ruining that 20-something yard pass to Evidence Njoku, and he goes deep to Hunter Hayek. He's open, and he makes the catch at about the 41-yard line, moving to the other side of the field.
You know, that's a great job there. Again, as I was saying, the Hayek brothers coming out today, showing what they're made of, doing a great job deep pass there, about 50 yards, I believe. First down and then some for the Wayne Hills Patriots.
Yeah, 50-yard pass to Hunter Hayek. Actually 51 technically, since they did move him to the 40-yard line. So DeVere gun, snaps and hands it off to Luca Grave, and Grave gets about 4 yards on the carry as he just does not go down.
Number 22, Luca Grave on the carry.
So it'll be 2nd and 6 for the Patriots.
Number 44, Matthew Garofalo on the
And you know, one of the big things you like to see in football, forward progression really helps the offense as many times, but does hurt the defense. And as you see there, Luca Grave pushing for 4 yards, then getting sent back, but they do get to keep the 4 yards that they got. So that'll make it 2nd and 6 for the Wayne Hills Patriots.
Key here for the Patriots is to not have any penalties because they are now on the other side of the field. They hand it off to Luke, pushes through and gets to about the 33-yard line. So it'll be 3rd and 3 for the Patriots.
And again, Grave looking really good for a questionable player, coming in here and making big plays so far today. Let's see if he can keep it up.
3rd and 3.
So Brennan DeVera really only working out of the gun all day today.
And, you know, I think that's where he's most comfortable, Frankie. I think he likes to work out of the gun, gives him some room to run if he knows that all of his receivers are covered.
We've seen him do that as a screen pass to Luca Grave gets to about the 25-yard line, which means they now have a first down, moving the chains yet again. That is their 2nd third down conversion of this possession.
And if Wayne Hills scores here, that'll put them up 21-0 with 4 minutes and 58 seconds left in the quarter. So that'll really put Roxbury in a hole there, down by 21 going into the 3rd quarter. Frankie, do you think they'll be able to dig themselves out of that?
Well, with the way their offense has been working, actually working, I do not see them coming back from a 3-touchdown deficit. As a handoff to Hunter Hayek, jukes out a guy and gets about an 8-yard carry, and there's a flag that flies in after that hit.
And Hunter Hayek gets a great block there by Evidence Njoku, who just pancaked one of the defensive players for Roxbury.
Hunter Hayek on the carry.
Not sure who that flag was on.
Knocked out by number
We're waiting for a call from
Michael
the
Ruiz. There is a penalty marker down.
Really a great run, though, by Hunter Hayek.
Great block by Evidence Njoku as well.
Yeah, that's what made that play possible. And it's a foul on the Patriots. So they will move back, I believe, 15 yards.
Not quite sure about that call there, Frankie. It seems that they were unhappy with that block on Njoku. I didn't think you could hit too hard in football, hence the point of the sport.
I'm not sure who that penalty was actually on.
But the refs do have the best view of the field there, so we'll let them make the calls.
Evidence is shaking his head, so I'm assuming it was on his block, but I did not see anything wrong with what he did there.
Seemed to be a very good block. NFL worthy. Pancaked somebody on that last play.
2nd and about 21 yards.
So 2nd and 21 for the Patriots. They did come out of a 2nd and 22 hole. And looks to make a screen pass to Luca Grave, but Brendan DeVera stays up as a guy gets into the backfield. Number 16, Michael Rumes, comes up with the sack. No one was there to block.
And you know, that's unfortunate right there for the Wayne Hills Patriots, getting a penalty. As you said, Frankie, they would have to try not to do so. Not sure if that last penalty was exactly valid, but it was called, so they'll have to dig themselves out of a 3 and very long.
Yeah, this will be a 3rd and probably 26 or 27 yards. I'm not sure. They're probably going to have to go as deep as they can here, but I think their goal here is to actually get into field goal range for Dario Cerny at this point.
Yeah, definitely. And, you know, Dario's one of those high-power kickers, got a great leg. I've seen him kick 45-yard field goals before, does a very good job. So let's see if they get in field goal
Hand off to
position.
DeVera, rolling right, looks to pass, but guys are getting into the backfield. DeVera drops the ball again, falls on top of it at the 48-yard line. Looked like it was barely touched by the Gales. I did not expect that ball to come out at all.
And you know, that's one of the things that the weather plays a big role in, especially with the sometimes when it's very cold, those plays hurt a lot more when you get hit in the wrists, the hands, small places stepped on can definitely affect you more, especially when you're cold.
So Brennan DeVera looks to get a deep punt, hopefully stop the Gales within their 10-yard line. It's a great kick by Devera, probably his best so far today. Takes a good bounce, and Hunter Hayek grabs it at around in between the 15 and 16-yard line.
A really good punt right there by Brendan Devera. As we were saying, the cold does affect some of those things, especially punting, kicking the ball might hurt your foot a little bit more, but didn't seem to affect him on that play right there.
Brendan Devera, really an all-around football player, has not left the field all game, as he is their quarterback, their special team punter, and a defensive back for the team. Doing a great job all around today, though. So Roxbury hands it off to, could not see the number there, but it looks like they lost a couple yards on that one.
Big players there, Jason Modak, Kai Sally in the backfield.
Cohn made the tackle.
Mike Saccone on the tackle there. We're nearing the 2-minute warning here in the second quarter. 14-0 with the Patriots leading here. Not sure if the Gales are going to wait for the 2-minute warning or get a play off, but time is running down. Handoff to number 7, Tucker Volbel.
And a tackle made by Jason Modak. Again, not only a big player, but also agile and mobile, as you could see, running down to the sideline and make that play. And he was helped out there by Dom DiCarlo.
So Roxbury is yet in a 3rd and long position as Roxbury calls a timeout with 1:45 left on the clock.
It's very interesting to see that Roxbury is really determined to stick with the run. We see that at the Wayne Hills, they've really been all over that. They haven't really been able to get much going on, but high school football in general, it's really a game of adjustments, and it's interesting to see that Roxbury hasn't really made an adjustment yet.
Well, it looks like they have tried. They did increase their passes from their first couple of possessions, but nothing seems to be working for them in this first half. Hopefully they can get going in the second half before this game does get out of hand. Penalties, though, have really killed the Patriots' offensive drives.
And 1:45 seconds left in the second quarter. Wayne Hills up 14-0 as we approach halftime.
So Donovan Brady in the gun. Looks to pass. Throws it to number 7, Tyler Volbel, but it is complete.
Brady's pass intended for number 7, Tucker
Vogel unhappy with that pass right there. Could have been good for a couple of yards and a first down, but thrown a little bit too far by Donovan Brady.
Yeah, Donovan Brady didn't really give Volbel even a chance to catch that one.
Jared Hayek back to return the punt. Has done a pretty good job so far today.
Yeah, besides that one misstep, stepping out of bounds at around the 10-yard line, definitely has done a good job today on special teams. Keeping the ball in, getting the Gales at their 4-yard line, definitely a great job today for Jaron Hayek. Punt from Michael Rumes. Jaron Hayek does not make the return, and it goes out at around the 43-yard line.
So again, the punter for Roxbury giving Wayne Hills a very good advantage, especially when it comes to field position. On their side of the field, get to start almost where they left off.
Yeah, they do not want, I don't think they want Jaron Hayek to touch the ball, as he is very fast. A sophomore, brothers with Tyler and Hunter. Jaron will probably be the #1 receiver next year, so they look to give him a lot of time on the field as much as they can to get him ready. Brendan DeVere in the gun, and the play is called dead. On the Roxbury Gale side, referee calls an offsides by the Wayne Hills Patriots. So yet again, we're seeing penalties are really killing the Patriots here as they face 1st and 15. With 1:32 left here in the second quarter. DeVera looks to pass, has Tyler open, but looks even farther Slightly underthrown, but Hunter's able to make the catch within the 10-yard line, goes down at around the 5. Great play and great read by Hunter Hayek.
And you know, that's Hunter Hayek's third or fourth deep pass today. Has definitely over 100 yards so far in the first half alone. So, as I said, I mean, again, a lot of energy and a lot of focus by these Hayek brothers, showing people what they're made of after this appeal, showing people that they deserve to be here, and that they are a big part of this Wayne Hills team.
So with the clock ticking down at 1:15 left, Tyler Trinacosta and Nick Petracco come in. Brennan DeVera hands it off to Luca Grave and is eaten up by number 52 on the Roxbury Gales.
Luca Grave on the carry, stopped by number 52.
Matt Miola
Miola
with the great tackle, causing Grave to lose a yard on that carry.
And we see the clock running down to the end of the second quarter. Wayne Hills try to sneak a quick couple of points in there before the end of the half.
Brennan DeVera looks to pass, quick pass to Tyler Hayek, but he cannot come up with it. It is a drop ball. Great coverage though by Tyler Vogel. Really may have been on top of him, but tight coverage there by number 7 on the Gales. So with 3rd and goal here at the 6-yard line. Clock at 38. The Patriots used their, I believe, first timeout just now. So they have 2 left to use. Brennan DeVera snaps. They get it. 2 guys get into the backfield way too quickly. And Hunter Hayek comes up with a diving catch. Brennan DeVera threw it in there, and he let his wide receiver do work there. Great catch by Hunter Hayek.
Yeah, that's a great diving catch by Hunter Hayek. Very focused on that play, watching the ball into his arms, making sure it didn't hit the ground. Good job by Hunter Hayek.
A lot of the Gales saying that ball dropped, but it looked like Hunter Hayek did in fact get his hands under the ball. So it is 20-0 Wayne Hills as they score a touchdown with 28 left, and Dario Cerny looks to make it a 21-point game. Hunter Hayek had a great possession there, having 2 catches and I believe a little over 30 yards. So Dario Cerny puts it in. It's 21-0 Wayne Hills, leading here in a North 1 Group 4 playoff game. Wayne Hills has come out really strong after having the motivation to shut the critics up after the fiasco with the Hayeks. So with 28 seconds left, Roxbury may let the clock tick out, but with the way the score is going, they should be looking deep and try and get something on the board for them to talk about going into the locker room. So Bensi Polgar, the beast kicker, will be kicking for the Patriots. Absolutely laying out Michael Rumez earlier in the game.
That play is a little reminiscent of the Penn State kicker.
Yes.
Really big guy, just going down the field and laying guys out.
Tucker Vogel and Michael Rumez to receive.
Tucker Vogel, Michael Rumez are again deep to return the kickoff by Bensi Polgar.
Number 72 looks to kick. And it's a line drive at Tyler Vogel. He cannot control it, and it goes into the end zone if he touched it. But they are not saying he touched it, so it will be a touchback for the Gales.
And I believe if he did touch the ball there, it would have been a safety.
Yeah, because that ball did roll out of bounds. So the Gales will get the ball at the 20-yard line.
And Roxbury down 21-0 with 26 seconds left in the half.
A great kick there by Bensi Polgar. Actually almost went out of bounds at the 1. So Roxbury will end the half. This will be it of the second half here at Patriots Stadium. I believe they do need to get one more playoff. Nope, they will go to the locker room with the clock winding down here in the second half.
And you know, almost ironic there Roxbury lining up in the victory position, but are down 21-0 at the close of this half.
Yeah, definitely not a whole great job by the Wayne Hills Patriots. By the Roxbury Gales. Not doing a great job with actually the Roxbury coach talking to the referees probably about that touchdown pass, questioning a lot of the calls, but the penalties have not gone their way. So we're going to send it down to John Vittas on the sideline. John?
Thanks, guys. Joining with Wayne Hills head coach Wayne Demikoff. Coach, how have you been able to slow down their triple option?
Well, our kids are playing discipline right now. I mean, defensively, we're happy. We've got to clean up the penalties on offense.
A little extra energy today with the added motivation of the events of the last couple of weeks?
Yeah, our kids are motivated. It's been a wild ride. It's been a long time, so we're ready to go.
Last but not least, a little more Luca Grave in the second half, trying to run some clock.
Yeah, Luca's been hurt, so we're hoping that that he can get back into the groove of things now and get us started.
Last but not least, how has the passing game been able to overcome all this wind and the low temperatures?
We don't let the conditions affect us. Wind, rain, snow, heat, don't matter.
Coach Demikoff, appreciate the time.
Thank you.
We'll be back a little bit more after this.
All right, so here at Patriots Stadium, it is 21-0. The Wayne Hills Patriots coming out really strong, coming out in the North 1 Group 4 playoff game. Like John Vittas said earlier, waited 9 days for this. The band is setting up right now. The cheerleaders are getting ready. But we'll talk about the game a little bit, Jared. What are your thoughts so far on the first half?
I think that the Wayne Hills defense has really come to play. They've been really strong, both the run and the pass game, and I expect that to really continue into the second half.
Yeah, they've done a great job, especially passing the ball. Brennan DeVera is 3 for 4, I believe, on 20-plus yard passes. Really a great stat to have, especially with this weather. That's something great for Demikoff, being able to trust his quarterback to make those kind of plays.
And Coach Demikoff, he was saying, no matter what the weather, Patriots come to play.
Yeah, Luca Grave has actually been shut down here in this game, but down right now to the marching band. We'd like to welcome Joe Paterno and his marching band to play in halftime. Matt Paterno.
Drum majors Dana Finkelstein and Kenny Pascal. Drum captain Kyle O'Toole. Lieutenant Sam Charnett, Guard Captain Olivia Catania, Guard Lieutenant Bridget Puglia, President Madison Matke, Vice President Clark Ellington, Secretary Linda Blue, Publicity Officer Alexis Rossi, Recruiting Officer Emily Fitzgerald, Equipment Managers Ryan Sider, Bill Joseph, Max Maza, and Max Seplow. Librarians Yarrow Abbo, Danny Bellafato, Danny Ann Costoliola, and Lauren Park. Rookie Representative Josie Van Putney. Their field repertoire launch. Movement 1, suit up. Movement 2, systems check. Movement 3, lift off.
storage and distribution system. We are now minus 11 hours of holding. Complete weather and energy adequate pressure and rotating service structure support position. Activate the Roxbury inertial measurement unit and communication system.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's return that salute with a standing round of applause for the Wayne Hills Patriots marching band.
All right, we're here back at Patriots Stadium. It's the start of the second half. Wayne Hills Patriots are leading the Roxbury Gales 0-0. Kick received by Hunter Hayek. Gets to the outside at the 20-yard line and is pushed out at about the 23-yard line.
Hunter Hayek on the
So we're back here in the second half. 21-0. Wayne Hills is up. Right now it's looking like a blowout. So let's see what Wayne Hills has for the second half. Just light up and just have their defense take control, or they can go for more scores and just let up on their defense, put in the second people, and let it go there from there.
Roxbury, they're going to have to make a lot of adjustments. Nothing has seemed to be working for them. The passing game has been almost non-existent. The running game also non-existent. They need a lot of help. Bad snap to De Vera. Gets a run going and gets taken down at around the 32-yard line. Great run by Brennan De Vera. Actually, they'll give him around the 34. Okay.
Looks like this weather does not faze Brennan De Vera. It is having no effect on in this game. He's had 3 touchdown passes, and the weather has done nothing to affect the way he throws the football.
Great job overall by the Wayne Hills team. The only thing that Demikoff probably talked about is penalties, to take care of the possessions that they do have, to not waste them with costly penalties. De Vera again takes it himself out of the gun. He had a first down before, but this time he only gets about 3 yards. So they'll face 2nd and 7 on their own 37-yard line.
Matthew Garofalo on the stop for the Gales.
So now I think Wayne Hills is going to give a handoff right here. If not, go for a pass, maybe for a short one. Right here about the 37-yard line. I don't expect a big pass here, so something short. Just got a quick first down.
Throughout the second half, the wind is supposed to be picking up, so it's going to be getting colder and colder throughout this second half. And the play is called dead, and it looks like offsides on the Wayne Hills Patriots. So those penalties just keep coming back to the Patriots. So it'll be 2nd and 12 for the Patriots.
It's just a good thing that these penalties have not come back to bite them in the butt, because there has been a bunch of penalties, throw them back about 45 yards in total, I believe. But despite that, they have scored 3 times, and they're doing a great job.
Yeah, their penalties, rather than allowing Roxbury to score, have just prevented themselves from scoring. But they've still come up big, like we said, with 3 touchdown passes. De Vera looks to pass, looking for Evidence Njoku on the out route, and gets him down at about the 40-yard line. So they're about 4 yards short of the first. They'll face 3rd and 4 at their own 40-yard line.
2nd and about 5.
Great route by Evidence Njoku, and an even better pass by Brennan De Vera, putting it right in his hands.
Yeah, Evidence was basically wide open. It was a tough cover because he's such an athletic player that he can just get by the corner and get wide open. So let's see if they go back to him right now.
Yeah, especially with that deep pass. They're always going to have to watch for that. Brennan De Vera looks to pass, hits Tyler Hayek, has the first down. Tyler Hayek breaks a tackle, breaks another one, breaks 2 tackles, and gets to about the 45-yard line on the other side of the... What a play by Tyler Hayek.
Good job by Tyler breaking 2 tackles. The defenders were coming at him hot, so he just stopped right in his tracks and got it so that they were not able to get him down.
The Rutgers commit shedding 2 tackles and gaining an extra 5 yards on the play. So the Wayne Hills Patriots sitting at 1st and 10 on Roxbury's 45-yard line. Brennan De Vera getting the play from the sideline. Brennan DeVera sits back to pass, looks for evidence deep. Strong arm from DeVera, but it's overthrown. We're going to send it down to John Vittas on the sideline.
Hey guys, this is actually amazing. Wayne Demikoff living up to his word. He said going into the half that they were going to continue to throw the football in the second half, up by 3 touchdowns. The wind has picked up. We're getting gusts like 30 to 40 miles an hour right now in the field, and Brendan is throwing right into the teeth of it. Up by 3 touchdowns. Clearly, Luca Grave is not 100% because they're putting it in the hands of DeVera. Against the book, up by 3 touchdowns. Very interesting.
Yeah, DeVera has really done a great job throwing the ball as he takes it here himself, like you just said, pushes a guy out with a stiff arm and gets out about the 41-yard line. A great run by DeVera, really manhandling a lot of the Roxbury players as he has a word for him after the end of the play.
Yeah, Brennan's just a strong player. It's hard to get him down. If he has his hand on you, it's not going to be easy to get that off. So he just pushes him right to the ground and gets a bunch of yards for a gain of almost a first down.
So at Roxbury's 41-yard line, Wayne Hills Patriots face 3rd and 6th. Hand off to Luca Grave, finds a hole and pushes through to get the first down. Wow, Luca Grave just kept those legs moving and ended up getting the first, getting to the 34-yard line. Great run by Luca Grave, something we haven't seen all day from him.
That was an interesting play call by Coach Demikoff right there. You can see that he has a lot of trust in his running back to have them run on 3rd and, what was that, 4th?
3rd and 6, actually.
3rd and 6, yeah.
So Brendan DeVera, like Brandon said earlier, sitting in the gun most of the time today. Snap by Scott Fishgren. Luca Grave gets the handoff again, hurdles over a man, and gets about 2 yards on the carry before getting swallowed up by the defensive line and their linebackers.
Tucker Vogel on the tackle for the Gales.
Tucker Vogel really has been all around today for the Gales, calling only certain names. Tyshawn Bradley, Joey Badley, Tucker Vogel, and Michael Rumes have really been the only guys doing a whole lot for the Gales, considering they've done so little today.
Jeez, Frank, you don't think that's a little harsh?
It's true. I gotta wait until the end of the game to see their total yards, but I doubt it reaches 3 digits. Pass to Evidence Njoku is on the opposite shoulder, and Evidence just can't reach it. Overthrown yet again by Brendan DeVera. That's something we saw earlier during warm-ups, continuously overthrowing. He made the adjustment, so let's see if he could do it now.
You know, he just makes it look so much easier than it actually is to adjust to this cold weather passes, especially with those deep 25, 30-yard passes. Even in warm weather, it's still not easy to spot it the way he does, but in this cold weather, it's so hard to get a good grip on the ball and make a perfect pass, which he has done 3 times this game so far.
Yeah. Snap to DeVera, looks to pass. A lot of guys in the backfield. DeVera looks to run, and it takes he's still going. He gets his legs moving. Took about 1, 2, 3, 4 Roxbury Gales to get that man down.
I feel like every single time Roxbury puts a hand on him, they just can't bring him down. He's such a huge kid.
So it'll be 4th and 6 for the Patriots. DeVera looks like he wants to go for it. He's asking for it from Demikoff.
It looks like they will go for it.
Yeah, they will. Their wide receivers are staying on. So even 21, rather than punting it or giving the ball to Dario Cerny and seeing if he could put it through the uprights, even though this would be, I believe, his longest kick of the season if he would make it.
Even in this cold weather, Brendan DeVera sure shows that he does have the skills to go for it in this type of
Back to pass, Brendan DeVera rolling right, finds Evidence, and wow! Possible pass interference. Evidence Njoku pulls it in and gets the 10-yard line. Wow, Tyler Boble was all over him. What a great catch by Evidence Njoku. We're going to send it down to John Vittas on the sideline.
Guys, one point I was going to make about Brendan DeVera throwing into the wind, you mentioned the arm strength, and it is outstanding arm strength. The receivers are also making outstanding adjustments on the fly. We saw Hunter Hayek adjust to the wind, Evidence Njoku on that play right there, and another play in the first half, able to backtrack, keep their eye on the football, and get under it, because these are not going to be accurate throws from DeVera, as strong as his arm is in this wind. So the receivers have helped him out as well.
So Evidence Njoku, thanks John, Evidence Njoku and Tyler Hayek are along the sideline now. Handoff to Luca Grave, gets to the outside, looks for room, gets there, and it looks like he might have a touchdown. He had the reach, and he does. 27-0, Wayne Hills takes the lead. If Dario Cerny can put it through, it's a 4-touchdown game. Wayne Hills Patriots really pulling away with this one. Run by Luca Grave.
Looks like with still a quarter and a half left of this game, that this game is basically over. Roxbury has shown no life in this game whatsoever. 3 pass attempts and 0 successful. They do not look like they want this right now. They just think that they're accepting defeat and they want to get out of here in this cold weather.
Wayne Hills is looking like a true 1 seed, and the Gales are looking like a true 8 seed right now. Oh, a bad snap. Dario Cerny just falls on it and makes sure that Roxbury doesn't get the 2 points on the way back.
Zachman was not able to get a hold on that one. It looked like the snap was a little high, and Zach Zachman could just not pull it down.
So Wayne Hills will not get the extra point. Not necessarily a miss for Dario, but obviously he didn't go through the upright, so it remains 27-0. So with a huge comeback, Roxbury may be able to come out with a win. The way their offense has been running, I don't see anything like that happening.
Wayne Hills has the momentum on both sides of the fields, and the Gales really haven't been able to get anything done, and you should probably say that for the remainder of the game. Oh, my bad, Frankie.
Oh, right, I was just going to say, so the kick looks like the big man, Bensi Polgar, but actually he is, oh, there he is, walking onto the field. Bensi's a big dude. After that 1 tackle, I think everyone's anticipating it again. Being that Wayne Hills is facing the wind, the ball continuously falls, so Jaron Hayek will have to hold it. The last 2 kicks from Bensi were in fact line drives, and the Roxbury Gales could not hold on to it. And it's a line drive yet again, a squib kick probably. So Tyler Vobel picks it up, gets to the 25, keeps going, finds room, gets to the 31-yard line. Good return by Tyler Vobel.
Tucker Vogel on the kickoff return.
Tucker Vobel, not Tyler, my bad.
It's all right, Frankie.
I'm definitely not perfect.
Yeah. You've shown that a few times today.
Yeah. Had a long break my last game. Ramapo.
Yeah, it's been a couple weeks since Frankie's been here. It's nice to have him back in some ways, but also I miss John up in the booth. I know he misses me. So it's nice to have Frankie, but bittersweet.
Yeah, John's definitely missing the booth. It's cold down there. They're feeling the brunt of the wind.
Blunt, Frankie. Brunt, that's not a word.
Is it? I don't know. Well, Roxbury got a couple yards on that play. Probably one of their better runs of the day, actually.
Joey Badgley on the carry, tackled by number 2.
So they'll have about 2nd and 3rd, as long as they don't lose any yards. 2nd and 3. So as long as they don't lose any, they won't face a 3rd and long like they have on almost every single possession.
You know, I wouldn't be surprised if there's a huge block right here by the Wayne Hills defense. They've just been doing that all day long. But it does look like there's a few secondary players in right now. So
yeah.
Let's see if that has any effect.
And the quarterback, Donovan Brady, will take it himself. Fights, gets first down. They'll give it to him at around the 42-yard line. And that moves the chains for Roxbury's 2nd first down of the day.
Looks like someone's on the field right now hurt. I'm not sure who that is.
It looks like Mike Zaccone, number 63.
You know, if Mike Zaccone's down and it looks like he's injured, then it must be something that is actually injuring, because Mike Zaccone is one of the toughest kids that I've ever met. And there's a lot. It takes a lot to take him down, and especially with him to just stop. So let's see what the reading is later on the field. We could talk to John in a little bit.
He does not look like he's moving at all. Definitely not something you want to see from a great player like Mike Zaccone. He did dislocate, I believe, earlier in the season. He played through it for a couple games. Now he's back in, so that's one of the major questions, is whether he re-injured that shoulder, because he doesn't look like he's moving at all.
Appears to be that it's his leg right now, so looks like John has something, so let's send it to him.
Yeah.
Yeah, guys, it doesn't look like it's anything back or neck related, like you might say. It looks like he is moving, and it looks like it is his left side that they're looking at down there. Maybe a knee, perhaps, as the official kind of signals over to us. One other thing on a lighter note, though, Bensi Polgar, the kickoff guy who's also an offensive lineman, has to change his cleats between drives, and it's so cold right now that barely feel his fingers. He had to ask for help tying the shoelaces on those cleats. That's how cold it is right now. Temperatures down into the 30s. We got some heavy winds. So that's becoming a major factor. And I know Coach Demikoff likes to throw the ball with Devera. I know Luca Grave is not 100%, but turning the corner on that touchdown run, he looked awfully spry. So I expect Wayne Hills to continue to run the ball and try and stay healthy for next week, up by 4 scores.
Yeah, definitely.
Thanks, John.
You got it, guys.
So Mike Zaccone still down along the eye of the Wayne Hills logo on the field. He will be helped off, and it looks like, yes, it is his leg, as he cannot stand on his left.
Let's hope this isn't an injury that keeps him out, because he's a huge player for this team, starting on offense and defense. So let's hope that he can come back either later in the game or next week.
Yeah, he is a major player on the defensive side of the ball. They will need him for these next 2 playoff games. Hopefully he could come back and this isn't serious. It's just the cold getting to him at this point. But Mike, yeah, like you said, is a tough dude. Like, this is most likely major. Not a whole lot hurts Mike Zaccone.
You know, just to give a little thing about how tough Mike it really is, I used to play baseball with Mike when we were about 12 years old, and he hit a ball off his knuckle to the fence for a double, and it didn't face him. He got in the dugout. He's like, yeah, that didn't even hit my bat. So it just shows really how tough he is, and let's hope this isn't a serious injury.
And a flag flies, and it's an offsides by the Roxbury Gales, so they will move back another 5 yards. Roxbury at their own 37-yard line. Looks to get to the other side of the field for the second time today.
How you feeling up in this cold weather, Frankie?
I can't feel my toes.
It's too bad.
And it's a handoff to number 32, Joey Bagley, and he is taken down at around the 40-yard line. 3-yard carry on that.
So with the third quarter more than halfway done, just Wayne Hills up by 4, touchdown 27-0 after the missed field goal. Well, actually, the missed snap. So 4 and 50 seconds. Let's see what Roxbury has. Maybe we'll get a drive. They'll get to their Wayne Hills side for second time, I believe. So let's see what happens.
Yeah, I think Roxbury's goal at this point is to at least put something on the board right now. They definitely do not want to get shut out like they have been. I think in their last 4 games they were shut out twice. Do not want to make it a third time, as it's a flick to number 16, Michael Rumes, and he is taken down at about the 40-yard line.
Looked like Jason Modak on the initial hit. He's always a big factor in this game. He had a few big sacks earlier in the game. He always does a good job for the Wayne Hills defense.
Modak and Kai Sally sharing that tackle there.
And with the Hills team up by, 4 possessions right now?
Yeah, almost 4 possessions.
Wondering when they're going to be taking out their starters, because as we saw with Mike Zaccone, he's a really big part of the team. They really need everyone on their team right now.
Yeah, still a lot of time left in this game though, but even a lot of the backups would be starters in a lot of other towns in the state.
The thing is, if you put in some of the backups, it's very hard for them to come in after they've been standing on the side in this freezing weather, not warm and all like the starters are.
Donovan Brady rolling right to pass, and he is eaten up by the defensive line. 69.
Omar, so break off.
So we're going to send it down to John Vittas.
Hey, guys, they're working pretty hard on Mike Zaccone here on the sideline. It is his left knee. They've been running him through some testing out the range of motion, comparing it to his healthy right knee. It looks like it was a contact injury because they've added ice to the knee. So I would expect it was kind of a contusion, maybe got hit hard there, as opposed to a non-contact type of ligament thing. So we'll keep an eye on him. I wouldn't expect to see him for the rest of the day with the comfortable lead. He's very important at middle linebacker. They're obviously going to have to replace him on the offensive line too. It looks like they have kind of limited the pain, though.
Thanks, John.
So Coach Demikoff was, in fact, looking on there, checking on Mike Zaccone, as number 16, Michael Rumez's punt was good this time, and Jaron Hayek picked it up and got about 6 yards on it. So they'll be sitting at their own 31-yard line for the Patriots. eat as much time as they can. Probably look to keep their defense off the field as much as they can the rest of the game.
I would expect to see a few short gain rushes here coming on in the next few plays because, like Frankie was saying, they're going to try to eat the clock. Probably finish off the quarter with the ball.
Hand off to Luca Grave, gets to the outside, rolls over a man, and falls at about the 33, 34-yard line.
One of the things I've noticed over the course of this season and last season, Luca Grave does a great job at just throwing his body all over the place. He has no problem at just taking his body over his own health over the team's gains. So he's doing a great job for his first game back in a few weeks, and a good job so far. As you can see there, his athleticism.
So 2nd and 8 for the Wayne Hills offense. Brendan DeVere getting the play call from the sideline. In his usual spot in the gun. Looks to pass, looking for Hayek, turns around, and a great catch by Tyler Hayek, but swallowed up by Tucker Vobel. Pass caught at about the 47-yard line.
And a good block there by Luca Grave. There's a man rushing in that was headed right for Brendan, so good job by him to let him get off the pass to Tyler Hayek.
Yeah, something I've noticed at the start of this second half is not a whole lot of guys are getting into the backfield like they did in the first half. Usually they would have that one outside linebacker blitz, but this time Luca Grave is really shutting them down and not letting them get to DeVere like they usually have. So 1:40 left here in the quarter. Patriots are leading 27-0. Brendan DeVere takes a snap, hands it off to Grave, up the middle. Grave looks like he got tripped up and gets about a yard on the play, so it'll be 2nd and 9 for the Wayne Hills Patriots.
Wayne Seyfried on the tackle.
Mike Saccone still getting treated on the sideline.
Gain of 1, 2nd and 9.
With Mike Saccone still on the sideline, let's just hope that it's nothing serious that can take him out of next week. Knowing Mike, the tough player that he is, he'll be back and ready to go on Monday for practice.
Brendan DeVere with the snap, looks to pass, it's a screen to Hunter Hayek. Hunter Hayek gets a yard, 2, 3, and gets to the 49-yard line on the Roxbury side.
The screen pass complete to Hunter
With Mike
Hayek.
Saccone, like you guys are saying, it looks like he's on the team bench instead of the ground, which is kind of encouraging.
The wide receiving core here at Wayne Hills has done a great job. I believe all three of them, Hunter, Evidence, and Tyler, all have a touchdown pass today, really spreading the ball around, as they all did last time they faced Roxbury. All three of them and Jaron had a touchdown. Maybe Jaron will have one today as well.
Yeah, Jaron had the game-winning touchdown last time in the meeting between Roxbury and Wayne Hills.
Michael Rumes gets to the backfield, but Brendan DeVere gets it away. Number 22 swats it, but as a pass interference is called as he took down Hunter Hayek and prevented him from getting the ball. Number 22 Werder on the pass interference, so that'll move the Patriots up to the 25-yard line.
Thanks, Frankie.
No problem.
Pass interference against the defense.
Hunter Hayek, in fact, almost came up with the catch there.
That is a first down, Patriots. The ball spotted on
Oh, they will not be moving up to the 25. They will be at the 34-yard line on the Roxbury side. As Grave comes out and Nick Petracco comes in, Tyler Hayek will also be coming off the field. Cuso at the fullback position.
With Jojo Moncelli in the back right now.
I just noticed that too. Yeah, Jojo Mongelli. Brendan DeVere looks to pass, looks for Hunter, throws deep to Hunter Hayek. If he can make the catch, it'll make it a 5-possession game, but he drops it in the end zone. Strong defense by Tucker Volbel.
Jeez, Frankie. Want to butcher his name anymore?
It's been a long day, and it's so cold up here.
With 1 second left on the clock. Looks like Wayne Hills will just try to milk it, but second down. So let's see what they do. Maybe another long pass here to end the quarter.
So 27-0, like Matt just said. second left, so it is only second down, so can't go crazy here. They will still get the ball after the quarter. But yeah, I expect a quick pass. There it is to Tyler Hayek. Tries juking out a man. Tyler Volbel takes him down, and he's pushed out at the 30-yard line. So it'll be 6 for the Wayne Hills Patriots.
And let's send it to John Vittas down on the sideline.
Thank you guys. Joined here with Dylan Oren King. Wayne Hills up 27-0 after 3 quarters. First of all, Dylan, Mike Saccone going down is the big story here in the 3rd quarter. What do the Patriots lose with him?
Well, the Patriots lose with him, a great player that's been doing well all season. I got to talk with one of the assistant coaches, and he said that it is an ACL sprain.
MCL sprain.
No, actually, he said ACL,
okay.
which surprised me at first, because at first I heard MCL, but then he said ACL, and he said that there is really no timetable for him to return to this game.
Surprised if we see him for the rest of today. Hopefully they can get him medicated moving forward, and maybe we'll see him in the next round. But as far as this 4th quarter goes, Luca Grave finally getting some carries for the first time in about a month. How has he looked to you?
Well, Luca Grave is coming back from a big injury that stopped him for quite a bit of this season. But right now, he's already got a touchdown. He's been rushing a lot of yards. So you know what? It's just you got to ease him back. He's just coming back. It's the playoffs. Don't take a lot of risks with him, but ease him back into the game.
As far as the starters go, up by 4 scores starting the 4th quarter, is there a certain point in the 4th quarter where you consider pulling the starters?
Well, you know what? I definitely know that if they score again already, then they will probably consider it. And already we've seen at the end of the 3rd quarter that they're already starting to pull starters.
No gloves. How you feeling?
Pretty cold right now. Pretty cold.
Let's throw it up to you guys. Frankie, I know you can't feel your toes. Brandon, are you still alive up there?
No, Brandon is not alive up here. He's actually joined the 12th Patriot. But yeah, my toes still can't feel them. Thank you, Dylan and John. As a handoff to Jojo Mangelli, gets a run to the outside and is taken down at about the 10-yard line. This is something we've seen from Jojo Mangelli for the past 2 games with Luca Grave out. He's been really producing and getting a lot of great runs in, like that one we just saw there. I expect him to be getting a lot more carries, especially today, maybe even next week, helping out Luca Grave's workload.
Joe doing a great job last time when Wayne Hills was out here on the field when we played Irvington. Had 3 touchdowns, 2 for rushing, 1 for pass. So he's just a great asset to this team as a secondary.
And DeVeras passes up Hunter Hayek. If he got the foot down, it'll be a touchdown, and it is Hunter Hayek's 2nd touchdown of the day. Really adjusting to the wind on that one, just like he did for the other one. Hunter Hayek, 2nd touchdown. Brendan DeVera, his 4th touchdown pass on the day. So it is 33-0 Hills.
Thanks, Frankie.
No problem, Matt. So if we get a good snap here this time, Dario Cerny could put it in, and it'll make it a 34-point game for the Patriots, shutting out Roxbury with 11:32 left in the 4th.
I'm sure that Coach Demikoff is very happy right now with the way this is going, considering the last time we played Roxbury as well as it's going today. So everyone on the field right now is happy, including us. And let's see if Roxbury can put any numbers on the board.
Well, surprisingly, I believe that is Dario's 3rd or 4th miss of the year. And it happens not in a big moment, but in the state playoffs. So something you definitely don't see. He just has to make that adjustment. Nothing that Dario Cerny definitely can't do. So Roxbury will be getting the ball back. Looks to put something up on the board. I believe only once they've gotten on the other side of the field today. So,
quick, it looks like that Mike Saccone is being taken off the field by the trainers, just being put on the golf cart. So Gary, the trainer, is going to go take care of him.
Yeah, I noticed earlier everything, all his gear and pads were taken off. All players saying bye to him. He'll be going off, hopefully getting good treatment on that leg, making sure, getting him ready actually for next week's game, which I believe is on Friday.
Yeah, Mike's a sad player to see go for all the players. You know, Brendan DeVera went over, Jason Modak went over. All these guys are good buddies with him, and it's sad to see him leave. They're just hoping for a quick and easy recovery for Mike Saccone.
Yeah, and actually the game was originally Friday, but it's now been moved to next Saturday at 1 p.m. And since Wayne Hills is the 1 seed, it will be here at Patriots Stadium. The semifinal, if we win today, we will be versing, I believe, West Morris, who beat Fairlawn West Morris is the 4 seed, and Demikoff spoke highly of West Morris, saying they are a very good team. As Michael Rumes takes the kick and is eaten up at the 30-yard line.
Michael Rumes on the kickoff return.
They'll give it to him at the 31-yard line.
Looks like there's a little fight going on the field. Not sure it's being separated by the referees, but clear it up quickly so no penalties going on.
Yeah, Hunter Hayek really taking control there, holding guys back.
With the 33-point lead, do you think the mercy rule has come into effect yet?
I don't believe it actually has a mercy rule, because if you remember against Milburn, we were winning, what?
56-0, I
yeah,
believe.
56-0, so.
I don't believe football has a mercy rule, Jared, so.
I thought that they let the clock run instead of, like, stopping it.
Oh,
that rule. Yeah, they usually, I'm pretty sure against Milburn what we did was the clock just doesn't stop. When it gets to a certain point, they just don't stop the clock unless timeouts or injuries occurs.
So, yeah, running clock after 35-point lead.
Vogel on the carry.
So, on the carry, they got about 4 yards on that, so it'll be 2nd and 6 or 5 for the Roxbury Gales. 11 left in the fourth quarter. Roxbury needs 5 touchdowns to take the lead.
Huh. That's easy to do with 10 minutes left on the clock.
Yeah, it should be a nail biter.
Well, maybe if you have the Patriots offense.
Maybe. But with the defense that Wayne Hills is showing today, it does not look possible.
Yeah.
So it looks like the game will be a win for Wayne Hills Patriots.
So Michael Rumes, with probably the biggest play of the game for the Roxbury Gales, gets about a 13-yard carry and gets to the 49-yard line. We could be seeing the second time today, Roxbury getting on the other side of the field.
First down, the ball spotted on the Patriot 49.
As it gets later and later into the day, it keeps getting colder and colder. Doesn't seem to be affecting the Wayne Hills offense as they've really turned it up.
Yeah, I know us, me, Frankie, and Jared up in here, we're very cold in the press box, so can't imagine what these players that are on the field or on the sideline are feeling. It's not easy weather to play in football, especially because all the contact that occurs.
Some of them aren't even wearing sleeves.
Yeah, like guys like Jason Modak, not sure they're doing it, but Donovan Brady gets a run and steps out at the 40-yard line. So they're on the other side of the field, and they've had more first downs in this possession than they've had all game. So definitely a great drive for the Roxbury Gales. Definitely some positive things to look at. Roxbury Gales at the 40-yard line with 10 minutes left to play. Roxbury looks to put some points on the board on this possession. Donovan Brady hands it off, and Michael Rumes finds room, gets a hole, keeps those legs moving, and is thrown down at the 35-yard line. So it'll be 2nd and 5 for the Gales.
Number 53, Tyler Costello on the tackle. Gain of 5, 2nd and 5.
Wayne Hills' defense has done a really great job. Even though they've let Roxbury get to the 35-yard line, they've still done amazing defensively. This is probably their worst drive defensively. But maybe they'll come up with another big turnover like they did last time they got on this side of the field.
You know, Frankie, although that would be nice for the Wayne Hills defense, it's kind of unnecessary, especially with this 33-0 lead. They're just looking for a few stops and maybe get a forced punt, but we'll see what happens.
Tucker Vogel on the handoff and gets a first down and is downed at the 31-yard line. I think also a big thing, though, is like to prevent guys like Mike Zaccone getting injured on, so they need to get the defense off the field because you have more control when you're on offense. So I think that is a major concern for Coach Demikoff.
I think that when Wayne Hills gets the ball back for their next possession, they will just try to run the clock down with a bunch of short rushes, no big passes, to give the Gales back in control of the ball.
Yes. So at 1st and 10 on the Wayne Hills' 29-yard line, Donovan Brady under center. Michael Rumes in motion, and Donovan Brady takes it himself. This is something we've seen a couple times today, and he's gotten a good amount of yardage on it, and he gets 8 there. Donovan Brady's second longest run today.
Jaron Hayek on the stop for the Patriots.
So at the 22-yard line, Roxbury not too far from scoring here.
Looks like the cold weather is getting to everyone, the players and everyone in the stands, the fans. Looks like
hand the
12th
announcers.
Patriot is clearing out, and as Frankie said, the announcers were a little weird down here, but pushing through.
John Vittas, are you there? How you holding up on the sideline? He may not even be there.
Wow, he's not a true sport.
He may have left already. He gave up. I just got word that John Vittas is actually in the trailer getting warm right now. Lucky man, lucky man.
Looks like John is MIA. He's given up.
So with a 33-0 lead, about 7.5 minutes left in the game. Roxbury 20 yards away from getting their first score of the game. Donovan Brady under center, again takes it himself, pushes through, gets 5, and may have reached 6 yards on that rush. That center and left guard doing a lot of work for Donovan Brady on that one, really just following right behind their tail. We're now seeing a lot of the Roxbury fans, in fact, leaving, along with a couple kids from the band.
They're also, the weather's definitely getting them too. It's very cold and it's pretty brick out, I'm not going to lie. It's very cold, probably down in the 20s right now.
Well, this is New Jersey football here. Donovan Brady hands it off to Joey Badley, and he is taken down at the 13-yard line, 14 per se.
Looks like all of our sideline crew on the field has cleared out. If they can hear me in the you're soft.
So yeah, a lot of the secondary, a lot of the positions have been filled by substitutes to prevent injuries. So another handoff to number 16, Michael Rumes, and he gets a good jump, gets to about the 12, 13-yard line. So it'll be 4th and 2 for the Gales. I would assume they would go for it here, considering they are down 33. They need to get a touchdown on this drive. Otherwise, I would say mathematically it's almost impossible.
Well, I think the way Frankie's pretty much over. But still got to play the game out with 5 minutes and 55 seconds running down as we speak.
So Donovan Brady looks to pass, searching for the end zone, and
just
way
a little
overthrows it.
overthrown.
Did not land until it hit the track.
Maybe if I had a 9-foot receiver, would have been caught, but that does not exist.
I actually messed up. That was not 4th down. That was 3rd down. It was 3rd and 3. So now it is 4th down. I would have still assumed they would go for it.
Jeez, Frankie, it's nice to have you back, but all these mistakes you're making. I really do miss John here.
Yeah, John's also a pro at this, so.
Yeah. Well, can't all be John.
As much as we may wish. Donovan Brady hands it off to number 16, Michael Rumes. He has the first down and reaches into the end zone. Gales are on the board, and there is a penalty. May have been a play after. Tyler Hayek may have pushed down number 62 on the Gales. So they get a touchdown, a penalty for it, which will probably apply to the kickoff. So not a great job there.
It looks like it hurt them a lot because either way they did get the touchdown, so I don't think anything big is going to come out of that penalty, but still is another penalty that Wayne Hills has had a lot of them today.
Yeah, penalties have definitely hurt, I guess you could say, the Patriots. Personal foul. Oh, it was against Roxbury. So, I guess, oh no. No, it was against the Patriots, and okay,
Frankie,
so they were offsetting penalties. That's what happened. So it was a personal foul against Roxbury and one against the Patriots, but they offset, so they will get the touchdown.
John is joining us back. I see him down on the sideline. He looks a little chilly down there.
John, you all warmed up?
I'm hanging in there, guys. Good to be back out here with you.
Well, the extra point is good. Wayne Hills still holds the lead, 33-7.
Let's just send it to John for a quick moment. Let's see what he has to say about this game right now.
Well, it's nice to see show some fight. I think Wayne Hills' defense is starting to show a little bit of fatigue. They know they have a nice cushion, and Roxbury is a pretty well-oiled triple option threat. They've beaten some playoff teams this year, so this is not a pushover Roxbury team. This is just a Wayne Hills team that I think was a little more game in the first half, and they did carry that over. But, I mean, Brendan DeVera today, throwing the ball deep down the field into the teeth of the wind, and the receivers making the plays they've made all year. I really think that's the story.
Now, John, what do you think Coach Demikoff has his players doing here? Eating the clock or still even trying to put more on the board?
I think you got to eat the clock here. After seeing what happened to Mike Zaccone, you may have lost one of your most important defensive players. Anthony is filling in nicely right now, but I think you have to run some clock, and your goal right now should be to not let Roxbury touch the ball for the rest of the game. Try and eat up this entire 5 minutes. Give the ball to Luca Grave. See how he's feeling. If he's not 100%, you don't want to get him more hurt in the cold, so give it to Mangeli, but I think you got to run the ball here.
Yeah, I agree. And thanks for your insight. We appreciate it up here in the press box.
Always, guys, always.
So Roxbury looks to kick. Number 3, Paul Shadle, will be kicking. Looks like he has some flow coming out of that helmet. And it's a great kick. Wow, where was he all game? Number 18, Hunter Hyatt, gets it around the 5. Gets to the 15, 30, 20, something. Gets to the 32-yard line.
Well, looks like this Roxbury team is showing up a little late. Like last time Wayne Hills was on the field against Irvington. Huge lead in the first half. Defense let up a little bit. Irvington showed up a little late. Even despite the blowout, they had a score just like now against Roxbury.
So Wayne Hills looks to eat the clock. They'll probably be handing it off. Not even to Luca Grave. I would hand it off to Jojo Mangeli. Get him some reps in.
That is who's out there, Frankie, so I do agree
Yeah.
with you. And Brendan DeVera looks to be replaced by JP Lemchek.
JP Lemchek has only one throw on the year, and it was an incompletion. The rest he's handed it off to. Right there, Jojo Mangeli, as he finds a room, puts his head down, and gets to the 35-yard line. Solid run by Jojo Mangeli, who isn't really all that big of a guy, but he just finds a way to get it done. Neither is Luca Grave, though.
Looks like that also fullback was replaced by Anthony Pantalillo, who is also on the kickoff team, so he does get in to have him there to block for the quarterback, and Wayne Hill's secondary is looking to be coming in right now.
So the 3 guys in the backfield are all sophomores: JP Lemchek, Jojo Mangeli, and Anthony Pantalillo. Some guys that are going to be here in the future for Wayne Hills, probably getting a lot of time after this season. JP Lemchek takes the snap. Jojo Mangeli goes to the outside, trying to find some room. Definitely doesn't want to lose yards here, but goes to the outside, so the clock will stop at 4:40, or 4:39 in fact.
It's all right, Frankie, you tried.
The guy let it run after he stepped out of bounds. It should be 4:40. Did you go tell him to fix it?
Yeah, that's what happened. So Joe looks to be limping a little bit. Appears to be his groin and or his leg, so appears to be in a little bit of pain.
Yeah, something he just has to stretch out, it looks like. Nothing crazy, though.
Yeah, he won't come out. He's a tough kid. He doesn't want to leave. So he'll stay in. He's doing a good job. Let's see with 3rd down and about 8, 9. If they go for a pass for JP, maybe he'll get his first completion of his varsity career.
JP Lemchek again hands it off to Jojo Mangeli, pushes up the middle, goes into a man, and he is taken down at about the 37-yard line. So it'll be 4th and 5 for the Patriots. They won't be able to eat the clock like they had wanted to with a quick 3 and out. So the punting team will come on. Brendan DeVera to punt. Number 21 going back to receive for the Gales, Anthony Hayek. Oh, so the Gales have their own Hayek.
I bet they live in their town too, just like ours do. They are residents.
I wonder if there's any relation.
Probably not, Frankie.
What if there is? Brendan DeVera, short punt. Hunter Hayek looks to down. And it is actually down by number 57, Jason Modek, who somehow is not wearing sleeves. Neither is Hunter, I just realized.
You know, Jason Modek's such a tough kid that I guess the cold doesn't faze him, you know.
Jason Modek just isn't human, as our camera just shot that. Hope he sees that later after watching the game. That was actually pretty cool.
Jason Modek, a 3-sport athlete, starting football since he was a sophomore, starting baseball, who led the team to a county championship, and basketball to led his team to semifinals against Ramapo State semifinals. big player for this Wayne Hills Athletics, who does a great job in every sport. And
Yeah.
as you guys see for the football team, does a fantastic job.
Modek all around led the team to, like you said, the semifinal in a really tough loss against Ramapo.
For basketball.
57-56 loss, starting varsity at the sophomore level, and in baseball starting varsity at the sophomore level, having that walk-off grand slam to win the Passaic County tournament. So yeah, Jason Modek is all around Wayne Hills. This time, Michael Rumis will be under center for number 15. Nick Amendola under center for the snap. And it is a flea flicker to number 23, Nick Paushusha. Probably butchered that one, but he gets to the 46-yard line, so that'll move the chains.
3 minutes and 37 seconds left on the clock. Wayne Hills is up 33-7. This game is over. Now we just got to wait for the clock to run down to call it officially, but we're all ready to go.
So they're at their 44-yard line, actually 43. They'll try and get on the other side of the field for the third time today. Number 15, Nick Amendola, still under center, probably getting guys some reps. Flea flicker, and he finds room. That's not Michael Rumes. That is Kevin Sembrat. Gets to the other side of the field at the 51-yard line. So it'll be 2nd and 2 for the Gales.
Looks like Roxbury is also putting in some of their secondary players. They feel that this game is over, which is also a sad end to their season, which they did a good job, but Wayne Hills just pretty much manhandled in this game.
Nick Amendola under center yet again. Will probably be off just like JP Lemchek did. And yes, he does, to number 20, Evan Vasquez, who gets the first down, so the chains will move yet again to the 46-yard line. Roxbury Gales coming out a little bit big too late as the clock winds down to about 2:15 left here in the fourth quarter, as Wayne Hills will, I think it's safe to say, will be moving on to face Morris in the semifinals, the 4th seed. Handoff to number 26, Kevin Sembrat. Gets to about the 45-yard line, gets a yard on that.
Looks like everyone on this field is ready. This Patriots Stadium is ready to go. Vittas is pacing around, waiting to leave. So Wayne Hill is just waiting to call this with 1:52 left on the clock.
Now with Wayne Hills and Wayne Valley both having really strong wins, does it look like we're going to see a crosstown rivalry at MetLife Stadium this year?
Which we did talk about earlier is a huge possibility. Strong rivalry. Wayne Hills only won by 1 point in their last facing at Wayne Valley. Wayne Hills did not put up one of their best games. A slow start to the game where they did come back and beat a Wayne Valley team that they're clearly better than, but a good job by Wayne Valley to put up a huge fight.
The sophomore, Evan Vasquez, gets about a 12-yard carry there, getting to the 35-yard line. And I actually talked to Scott Fishgren about Valley possibly getting to MetLife. He said he doesn't even want to see them there. He doesn't want them to get the satisfaction of being able to get to MetLife. But he said if it does come to be that, he's glad that it's Wayne Hills that gets to put him out.
Oh, wow.
So number 15, Nick Amendola, got the play from the sideline as clock is winding down to about 1.5 minutes left here in the fourth quarter and in the North 1 Group 4 first round playoff game. Number 26 in motion. Handoff again to Evan Vasquez, and this time he's eaten up, getting about a yard on, maybe even less. Patriots defense really doing a great job all around today. Even this secondary group that's come in, still doing a decent job keeping the Gales at bay here. So with 2nd and a little over 9 yards. It's a flea flicker to number 23, Nick Pausha. And he's taken out at the 34-yard line. So it'll still be 2nd and 9.
So this clock is winding down. 30 seconds left right now. Wayne Hills put up just won their first round of the playoffs, leading into the semifinals, like Frankie said, against Westmore. It's a team who Coach Wayne Demikoff said is a big, very good team, but Wayne Hills is looking to put them down also.
So Roxbury looks to get a playoff. This will probably be the last play of the game. Nick Amendola hands it off to Vasquez yet again as the clock ticks down. 3, 2, 1, and that's the game. Wayne Hills will be moving on to the semifinals against West Morris. The cold here didn't stop Wayne Hills from scoring 33 points and nearly shutting out Roxbury. Final score 33-7. Wayne Hills comes out with the victory as they all line up to shake hands. Wayne Hills did come out with a vengeance after, like John said, 9 days of waiting. Hey, well, that's almost it here, but we're going to send it down to Vittas one last time. John?
Thanks, Frankie. Appreciate it. You guys did a great job up there today with an awesome call. Wayne Hills getting a talking to from their coach, Wayne Demikoff, right now. You got to think there's a ton of emotion over there in that huddle just because of what they've gone through. I mean, they had 3 weeks for this game with all the drama of the players being ruled ineligible, able to fight it, get back in, get on your home field and play a tough team like Roxbury, who they had already seen this year. So that's a team that they are comfortable with, and they had their way with Roxbury today. So this is the kind of game that feels really, really good. Despite how cold it is right now, these are excited about this victory. We're going to try and grab Brendan Navera if we can for a moment. Here he comes. But this has got to feel good for him and a lot of the players as we welcome him in. Brendan, another big game for you, passing through the air. First of all, in this weather, I mean, it was frigid out here, and you were still able to fight through the wind. What did it take as it's a passing game to overcome that?
All week in practice, Coach Jakes, our offensive coordinator, have been saying, we're going to throw no matter what. Roxbury, they like to stack the box, and their big thing is you can't run on us up the middle. So they play man on the outside, and we just look to get it done with all our talent outside.
So you took advantage of the passing game, and you went to your receivers. The Hayek brothers have been there for the season. Evidence had a big touchdown catch. With all the things swirling around the last few weeks, how good does this feel for your team, and is this feel a little bit different than a typical win?
Yeah, over these past 2 weeks or so, we just came together as a tight team. This just brought us closer, I think, which is the opposite effect of what everyone was trying to make it. And it just feels awesome to get this win. It was a little long for us. We wanted to play football. We were anxious, and we just wanted to play football, so we got the job done out here.
The Hayeks have been your go-to guys all year. They're your top 2 receivers, incredible talents, both going Division I. What do they mean to this team?
They're awesome. Tyler, Hunter, and even Jaron. They're awesome. They're big fillers. They're on our offense, on defense. I can throw the ball. I know they're going to catch it. They're going to be anywhere I want, and they just get the job done. Ever.
So the season goes on for one more week. You got West Morris. What's the game plan going to be like this week? Does that adrenaline kind of settle down, knowing that you're back in? It's a week-by-week grind again?
No, the adrenaline's still pumping. We want the state championship. West Morris, another wing T team. We're gonna practice them. We're gonna game plan for them, and we just got to get the job done for the state championship.
Brendan Navarro, Wayne Hills quarterback. We appreciate the time today. Go get him next week.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. Well, that'll be just about it from here at Wayne Hills High School today. Big win for the Patriots, 33-7 victors over 8-seed Roxbury. For everybody on our Wayne Hills TV crew who braved the cold today, we thank you guys up in the booth. Great job as always. We'll see you next week. West Morris, the next opponent for Wayne Hills. It'll be a Saturday afternoon affair, hopefully a little warmer than this, but it's November football. For everybody here on Wayne Hills TV, including all the broadcasting we had today, big crew in the house, I'm John Vittas saying so long. We'll see you Saturday here at Wayne Hills.